Good evening, everybody there. Welcome to War Commander Unshackled, the Euro show, Operation Burning Dead, halfway point. So on the show tonight, we have, oh dear, there goes my YouTube again. And I'll say on the show tonight, there we have Trickster, The One, and Banzai. So good evening, everybody there. How is your event going?
Evening, everyone.
Evening.
Banzai!
Banzai! It's going good. It's going great.
Yeah, it's going steady for me.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So what rating would you give it there, or good or bad points, if any?
Who can I start?
Yes.
I will give it 8. We have some issues with the base number 5. Base 5 didn't spawn at our sector, so that did that many that were doing the event could not go any further.
Oh, so it stopped you from going.
Yeah.
That's annoying, yeah.
So
is it fixed yet?
Yeah, I just killed one just before I jump on here. So they seem so they have they are spawning again. I PM them in Discord and say that we have an issue in sector 1 in our sector. So it seems like there have been some changes. I don't know why they didn't spawn, but for a good 2-3 hours, every time I click on phase 5, I have one that was between mountains, so I could not get into it and press again and came back into the same place. So I tried to look on the map and I could not find anyone. And the residents start to complain about this too. So that was really annoying.
It's just a little bit annoying there. The One, what's your view of the event so far? And have you got any new units yet, or what have you got?
Yeah, I really like the zombie event. It's the best event in the year for me. But I still have a lot of problems, and this time it's not Kickstarter's fault. It's game room that's down for me. Yes, I can't utilize my game room. I have to use a browser, and that causes a lot of lag and crashes here, and it makes me coin more. So.
There have been many DCs. I have counted at least 13 or 14 DCs. So it's horrible.
It's not really certain there. But what would you rate the event then, the one there, 10?
I would rate it a 9 out of 10, just because of the crashes in the browser. It's unplayable. Every 2 bases I have to refresh basically.
Dear.
And on game room I could play 4 or 5 hours straight, so I can do that now.
Yes, game room is a lot smoother, so it is. And that Trickster.
Yep, I'm enjoying the event. It's giving something to think about. You can't bulldoze it or anything. You got to think about what tech you're going to use. If you're going to use fire tech, mix them or whatever.
And are you finding the fire tech works?
Yeah, it does on the normal zombies, but the burning zombies, no, they're resistant to that.
Yes, so it works, I find it.
So difficulty-wise, yeah, I think Kickstarter got it right. So it's a good event. Gives you things to think about. I'm going to score it a 9, just because a few DCs and that I've had. I've not had any lag issues, anything like that with it. So yeah, it's a good event.
Good enough. Welcome there, Dova. There. What's your views of the event?
Brain is what happens.
Fire!
What happens to the zombies when I shoot them? That's a pretty good event. I'm enjoying it. It's working a lot, so I didn't get too much chance to play Thursday and Friday. But now I'm actually getting to sit down, and yeah, it's definitely doable. I like it because it's not as so like last event I had to be very very cautious with units and stuff, and like every move had to be calculated. And now this one's a lot more relaxful. I'll have to be as calculating, but that also like I'm using units I wouldn't really normally use, like my Sunder and Vindicators to attack. So I'm liking that. And my Ramiro, I'm definitely loving him. I'm glad that I unlocked him. And
your rating, what rating would you give it there? Just at the halfway point?
I mean, I'm with Rob. I'm so used to playing on Facebook Game Room, and then that crashed through no fault of Kixeye. But that's kind of being a bummer. But as far as the event, so I can't. I'm not really gonna rate on stability because it's not really Kixeye's fault that Game Room is broken for me. But as far as the event playable and all that, I'm gonna give it like a 9.5, and that's only because we've got extra the zombie track. You got to use so many zombies to beat the later waves, and you really don't get that many. It's not really a fair trade-off like to trade a boss for a catapult. I don't think so. Like you use a boss zombie to beat the base, and then you get a catapult back or something like that. I don't think that's a good trade-off. So, but that's like 300,000 XP, so it's not really too bad. Prize lists are good. Trophy looks awesome. So
it's small.
That's pretty good there. Again, I think it's a good event. I'll give the event 9 myself there, and I'm agreeing with Dobba there about just a zombie. It's just, I'm not saying reduce the difficulty or do anything there, but increase the prizes that you actually get, or if you say the trade-off, at least give the same amount that you're putting in, basically, to get you further through there. You know what I mean? Even though you're not losing anything, but sometimes you're losing too much to gain too little. And also, just a wee bit of a grind with the main missions this time. It's just maybe it takes a bit long, but that's the only negatives, and they're not really negatives there. You know what I mean? I think it's a very good event all round, and
but it's worth the XP, I think.
Oh, it is indeed there. That's a trade-off there. That is a trade-off there. You're getting more XP for that there, and that's worth it, as you say, Trickster. That's a fair point. But we're not just getting that with a zombie track, and that's just why I would not give it 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm only going up to around 5 or 6 for the zombies. I've only done it once.
Here we go.
I lost my Juggernaut in one of the bases because he wanted to turn like a train or a mech truck, and we went into the Blue Flame. So now I'm having to do the base just a little bit differently because I really don't want to coin a 16-hour repair on my Jug.
Yeah.
So I've actually been using him micro-healed, and I'm being a lot more cautious, and it's working.
So we're just going to do a few bases. Like Sam has asked to do the 80 base. I can do the 80 base for you there. It's not like anything like free repair or anything like that, but it's not bad repair. I'm just going to use the Martini and the Siege. And maybe a Jericho. I know it's faction, I can't put the Jericho in there, but maybe put a technical in or something like that.
The 80 base?
Yeah, I think that's the 80 base there. Yes, that's where all the spawners are. The nests.
Oh, yeah, that one.
That
Yes.
I can do, okay.
Easy.
Yeah, but I think, I don't know, hopefully you all agree out YouTube land on that there. Just the first problem base that people are finding out, it's not maybe a problem there, but it's the island base there. And I think the one that's going to show the island base.
Yeah, I can do that if you guys want.
And that's is that the 35, is it?
40, I think.
I don't think, is it the air-only island base?
Yes.
Yes, only one of those, and some people complained about the difficulty of it.
What?
And envoys will do that base a lot, even level 1 envoys.
Yeah.
You are screen sharing.
Yeah, I'm still in a zombie wave, so if you can wait 1 minute.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, maybe I'll do this 80 if I can find an 80 on the map here. And I'll try and get this wrong for everybody. What number is the 80?
11, 12, probably. 12 is 75, so then 13 would be the 80.
13 is there. You can see it.
There you go. I posted one in global. And my game locked up.
Let's see what they want to bring. I think so.
Oh, I know this one, yeah.
So I'll present to everyone and screen share, and hopefully, Sam, I can help you personally and everybody else there. Has anybody finished the zombie track at all, hobbies?
No, I don't.
My favorite missions on the zombie track are 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, and then skip.
I think I've done up to 9, so I got 1.
But yeah, actually 3 and 4, you can sacrifice one of the weak zombies to get a runner, so it's a good trade-off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go for the fire zombies and try and keep them back.
I can maybe do the base 7 after Rob has done.
Yeah, let's ask for Anton. Anton gonna do the 80.
Yeah.
And then I'll do the 40, and then you can do the 70. Or...
No, not this 70, the 45.
Yeah, I'm used to the numbers now, the base numbers.
Okay,
Yeah.
7 then.
Ah, yeah.
Let's see if I can.
It is confusing for everyone, the numbers and the old number and the new one. And
Yeah, I think they should permanently change them.
yeah, just give it one number so we don't call it 2 names.
Let's see if I am away. I'm saying 2 times. Oops.
I have a good advice.
What is your free advice?
Do not use Romero to plant a C4 at the graveyard.
Oh, that's the first cave base, is it?
No, not the cave bases. Because in the cave bases, if you walk on the X, he dies. But you know, from the grave where you see all the zombies lying in a pool and they spawn zombies from them. Do not plant a C4 on that. You will die.
Oh, can you show that?
No, I don't want to say that.
Something tells me he's already killed him. He's already tried it, and
I did it! I did it! Bullseye!
Oh, there's Skip.
Hello, darlings. How are you?
Right, Skip. We'll just ask you the same sort of questions there. You know what I mean? What you think of the event? Good and bad points, if any, and have you? And also, I think there may be some news on more hero text not there for the Nightmare event.
Who, me?
Yeah, because Stormchaser just teased a little bit in Discord about maybe releasing older SF hero tech and heroes.
Oh, come on. You know Stormchaser, he is such a tease.
Get him on the chat there, or on the show. So we do the Spanish Inquisition on him.
So you can do the Spanish Inquisition on him? Okay, let me check and see where he teased it, because I like a good tease too. I'm looking. Oh, yes, there we go. I expect a Nightmare version could have all the heroes back and even the old SF heroes and their tech. Okay, I'll speak on that. Occasionally, as moderators, we are allowed to have meetings with our community manager, and occasionally he asks us ideas and he shares with us things that may or may not be proposed that's coming up in games, so that we can give him our opinions. So I will say that I saw an event prize store.
Yeah, I thought it was the other one. Sorry, guys. I have to change my tune.
I saw a prize store for this event that I expected to be, how shall I say, quite larger. So if he's saying that those things that I don't see in this event may come out in the Nightmare event, then that's probably a good bet that they probably will be coming out.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! 10
Bonsai!
points for Storm Jason.
Bonsai! I'll see if I can get him to pop on. I see he's pretty active in Discord. Us as moderators, I was really busy. I told them ahead of time I'd be really busy today. I haven't been as active because I've been doing so many things in my personal life to try to get organized. And today I decided to do some morning fall cleaning. So I basically sent a message out to Bernie and said, hey, I'm not going to be jumping in Discord and I'm going to be focusing on the game. Well, I just logged into the game about an hour and a half ago, and every time I hear the washer or the dryer stop, I get up and I stop playing and I go do other stuff. I would really like to get some more event done, but I did sign into Discord. I got, evidently I got a bunch of PMs on Facebook and it kind of freaked me out. I thought maybe there was something going on, but obviously Discord is well under control. So my opinion of the event, I will say this much. For me, it was a little confusing, but not in a bad way. I don't mind change, but it was a little confusing for me. And now I see more that it's not necessarily a bad thing, and I'll tell you why. On the main track, as you go along the bases used to be called something else. And of course, when you go into those bases, like for instance, the next base that I'm supposed to do, let me see if there's one close by. I apologize. But so that I can kind of back up my opinion, go a little bit faster, please. There should be one really close by. Come on, move. Thank you. There is. It's right over. It's the main target 13. You know, the bases have new names, okay? But technically, that's Kane's Forces 85. Okay, that was an 85 base. So back in the day, we'd say the 85, the 90, the 75, the 70, especially the 75, because they always used to give us so much lag. Okay, so yesterday, while I was like kicking it after Jim came home from work and he wasn't feeling so well because his shoulder was bothering him, I had the same tune out, and except with some air support, I was busting my hump through this main track. I hadn't even started the faction track yet at all. I haven't started the zombie track at all. I already have a little over 1.2 million and I've spent some. Okay, so all of a sudden I realized as I was doing what was the 80 base, I was thinking to myself, oh God, I can see what Data King said about this might be a little bit grindy because they added more levels to the main track. I'm like, oh geez, this is a lot of bases. And then I realized as I went to go to the next base, I'm like, shit, this is the 85. I've done this whole main track all by myself. Nobody had to prep it. Nobody had to tell me what to do. I did it all by myself. And I'm looking at it going, oh my gosh, I've got over 1 million XP or almost 1 million XP. So here I am sitting with my caretaker was dead after I did the base before the 85. My caretaker was dead. My jug was halfway dead or more than halfway dead. My technicals were way more than halfway dead. And my dark storm was 3/4 life. And I thought, not enough to be able to take on this 85. Because I remember the 85 from when we shared it on the event show. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'm like, you know what? But I haven't even done my faction tracks yet. Let me go see how bad the first faction track is. Okay, I took that tune exactly the way that it was with no caretaker, no bishop, nothing. Took it to the faction track, bam. I don't think I took any freaking damage on the tune because I know how to drive my stuff. So I didn't take any damage. I'm like, ooh, this is cool. Let me try the faction track 2. Went to the faction track 2. Took a little bit of damage, no big deal. My technicals were down to like 1 red nickel life. I think I lost so my jug was in the red, but my darkstorm was like still half alive. Again, no caretaker, no bishop. I took that tune to a faction track 3. Yeah, I lost my ass in there. I needed a little bit of assistance from Nyx. But I lost my ass in there. But my Darkstorm kicked fucking butt. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm going to cuss. I finished all the way through the faction track. So all I have to do is do Faction Track 4, and then I'll get the trophy unlock, which of course, obviously, I owe somebody a Facebook game gift card because I didn't get the trophy within 3 hours of doing my event. Not when the event started, but when I did it. So I did not get my trophy last night. But I used the same tune from, I believe, the mission. Hang on, let me go back inside my base. Let me count back the bases, not including the defensive waves. So if I give you the wrong number, I apologize.
Just a wee question, just for everyone. I'm doing a base here, the 80 base. I think that's Faction 4. Can I see a Faction 4 with a poster for me, please?
Yeah,
I remember right.
I posted at 84. Well,
no, that was 85.
You're in 173, right?
No, I'm looking for one.
So it'd be Faction 4, I think the 80 is.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Faction target 4, right?
Yeah.
I got Anton. I just posted it.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see.
7.
Sorry about the wait there, guys. I just want to double check. I'm going to scout this base
that's
here.
Cool.
It's fine, Andrew.
Yeah,
it's
I just
fine.
base. I apologize.
No, it's okay. I just brought the wrong tune. I was going. That's the one. That's the one I thought it was.
That's the one you want. Okay, so I did main target 7 through main target 12 with the same tune, and then I did the faction 1, 2, and 3 all with the same tune. So I'm pretty happy with the event as far as I didn't even realize how far and that I'd already gotten my restart token. The change it in the titles of the bases on the map actually made me not even realize how far I had gotten. So I'm pleased with the event. I'm not going to go past base defense 5. I showed my base before. I know you're screen sharing now, but whenever you get a chance, I'll show you my base, and you'll laugh at the fact that my base actually made it all the way through. So I'm going to go to base defense 5 and not even attempt the other bases because the XP is too yummy to pass up.
Yes,
and I'm just going to do my faction tracks because I can use any tunes that I want, any faction tune that I want. I mean, yeah, so what if I can't use my Dina? My Nyx is kick-ass, and she's going to be even more kick-ass when I get some more training tokens. I'm just going to keep doing the faction tracks, get my token unlocks. I mean, like I said, I've got over... I can't remember exactly how much XP I have because, again, I spent some, but let's just say it's probably 1.3 billion, something like that. There's a little bit of a disparity, and it's not with everybody. I don't know why, but there's already a few people that have reported it. Scooby's reported it and several others. It's not that big of a deal, guys. Don't freak out and make forum posts about it. There's a little bit of a disparity for some people. And we thought it was a time thing. I'm going to go check and see where I am right now on the leaderboard. I'm probably not. I'm probably dropped off the leaderboard. There is. So there's a disparity between what I actually got and what I actually have. For Scooby, it was an exact 90,000 XP, so it was really weird. So what you see on the leaderboard as you're going along, if you haven't spent your XP, do me a favor, if you like me as a moderator, and if you don't, pick another moderator. If you see a disparity on the leaderboard between the XP that you actually earned, if you haven't spent any yet, and the XP that's in your base, what you see for your banner, if you see a disparity, could you please send a PM to any of the moderators with a screenshot of that? Because you can click on the leaderboard and if just do leaderboard and then take a snippet or a print screen of that, and then have your heads up, your HUD display, heads up display up, your HUD up, so that we can see the difference between the leaderboard and the XP. We think that when they applied the fix, remember in this maintenance, it's possibility, when they applied the fix that there would be less people on the leaderboard, so everybody would so more people would show up and we would have that skipping. I don't know. It could be just a temporary thing and it'll even itself out. I don't know for sure. I mean, when you use the leaderboard to jump to somebody, there's usually at least an hour delay sometimes. So especially during Warpath, you may get hit by somebody. They might jump to, say, Sector 78. you click on it, it says 78, you jump to it and you can't find them, it's because they're already 2 sectors ahead of you. Sometimes the leaderboard is behind. I can definitely tell you KXL, if you're looking on KXL to see what sector they're in, it's definitely behind. Jim and I have tested it. When we jump to, I won't say the name of the sector, but I'll just say Sector 71. When we jumped to Sector 71, it took more than 8 hours for my KXL page to actually catch up and have show the right sector. So don't always rely on, especially during Warpath because people are jumping, don't rely on KXL to be the place where the sector of the person is, even if you know how to look that up.
I'm going to run this for Sam out in YouTube land. So here we go.
Good luck,
Anton. This is the new air is going to be used, as I call it, the martini. The Martin.
The martini?
Airlines. I'm interested to see how you do this one because I take my Ramiro and just kill all the units, just ignoring the buildings, and then I just use air.
It's just.
Anton, don't forget to kill the spawner zombie hive nest thingy.
That's what I'm doing there now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get this fella here. Now, you should really go with another envoy the way this spitter will target there, but once you kill them, he's running away there. He doesn't like it. He's going back again.
If you have more envoys, it'll one-shot them instead of having to take a few.
Yeah, it's just to show the units.
I'm surprised he doesn't one-shot all the zombies.
But you see the splash on him there. You know what I mean? It's huge. I think I'm too close there. So I think he is nearly gone. And that's the trick to this base is these hives, because you're going to be aiming to attack all the time.
Yeah.
And after many hours of repair, I've tried to lower my repair here.
There's someone else saying that martini drinks makes it more fun.
So that should be him there.
I'll give you a quick tip, Anton, while you do this. If you use bone saws with fire attack on them, it goes like poof, and I'm done.
Yeah. Just to stay in, I suppose, there, you know what I mean? But again,
fire attack kills the zombie hives, not normal guns.
It's just showcasing a unit. Look at these.
I was just scrolling through my leaderboard and it's really nice now. Like it doesn't skip like it used to. I can actually take that scroll bar and scroll it and it'll scroll slowly.
Scroll slowly like it's supposed to. You're not like scrolling up and going, wait, you know, where you see a name and then all of a sudden when you stop, it's like the name disappears. But then when you scroll down, it's like you can't find. It's like they're like a tweener. I really like it a lot.
Now I might actually be able to find my position in the. Yay! I'm actually on the leaderboard.
Yeah, go straight to it.
Yeah.
Leaderboard works actually. Yeah.
So I'm 447 in the world.
Nice.
The sad thing is I've only got 4 million XP, 4.6. So.
I'm at 8 million almost, I think.
Is anyone else having the problem with Achilles GS not firing?
Well, a zombie is not classified as a unique, is it?
Yeah, Mr. Herber, the Achilles GS only fires at like true uniques like the Juggernaut, Darkstorm, stuff like that. And the zombies, they're not considered that because you can get multiple copies of a zombie. Do you want to have Achilles or Earth Shatter in there?
Earth Shatters, yep, yeah, definitely. I have Earth Shatters in both of mine this time. I mean, sometimes I have either or in different events, but this time I found that the Earth Shatters just did a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to be putting back my Achilles GS because I don't really rely on my rocket silos to kill the zombies, but...
That's true, but...
That's him gone there. Let's just let you test this. Let's most of that base.
Anton, you're killing your martini.
I killed my martini.
No.
No. You downed your martini. You need another one.
I just want to take out this.
Coin it. Coin it.
Get that
Coin
in.
it.
Broken.
Now scrap it and get the Thor to build another one.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Daba Phoenix. Shush.
That's a great idea. Scrap it.
Double Phoenix getting.
That's a wonderful idea that we should tuck away.
Yeah. Because it's so cheap to build them.
Everybody go watch Men in Black and watch it when they do the Forget Me Zap, and then yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The little zappy thingy. I think that's what Will Smith calls it. When do I get my little zappy thingy?
I've never seen the movie, but I've seen the reference where like they zap, and I guess you forget stuff when you watch.
You've never seen Men in Black?
Oh, you miss something.
Oh, Dobby, you gotta watch that movie. Get it on DVD. I'll send you my copies. Men in Black 2 is really good too, but I'll send.
I've got about 100 years. I've got about 100 years worth of movies that if I watched every single movie that people say you got to watch, I'd be here for like 100 years.
Oh man, the first one you really have to watch.
Just take you away from War Commander for a little while. I promise you.
Hold on. A break from War Commander? What are these evil words you say?
No, you put the movie on your second screen while you play War Commander.
Oh.
That means I got to go buy a second screen now.
I know. Oh, the next maintenance. You can watch at least half of Men in Black.
Anton?
Yeah.
Damn it! I'm not going to shoot you.
I'm sorry, Anton.
Hello there.
Take the Romero in and take those floaters out.
Oh, I know the route. No, but I'm just doing this just with, and that's it, guys and dolls. Siege. That's Omega. That's your Siege. It's game over.
Yeah, but this is I'll not say anything, but
no, it's just another way than I deliberately sacrifice there, but very little damage on the Siege.
Yeah.
I'll have to run it in again then.
well, when you're done, Anton, can you then show us how long it is to repair a martini?
44 minutes, I think.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Because the Neo is like 30 minutes. Or
Ooh.
Kyle. No, it's fast.
Or I'm going to ask I'm going to go ahead and ask it since we're on the show because I didn't even think to ask it, but hey, I might as well ask now. Out of the 3 new ones, which one should I get and play with first?
Martin.
Okay.
I would say Kyle.
No.
Martin.
I love Kyle, so.
I love
Kyle's just another technical, except with a little bit boosted damage.
I've got Kyle and Martin and Max.
You forget the important part of the Kyle door.
I mean, I'm going to get all the ones that I don't have, but I definitely, it's like I'm in between. Do I want the Martin because I love my envoys, or do I want the Kyle because I'm so excited to see how does Kyle perform?
See that he increased your speed on your technicals, but I think that they're already fast enough to dodge.
Yeah, and when we talked about that, the one, and I apologize if I call you by your first name because I talk to you all the time, but if it comes out, I apologize. I'm going to try to say it properly.
You can call me Rob, it's okay.
Okay, so Rob, remember when we were screen sharing and you said, oh, look, I got the speed boost, but then it seemed like they slowed down? I've got that time stamped, and we've got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm not going to do it this weekend, but I had that marked and time stamped. I'm going to send that to the team and find that out because I'm curious.
Today I tested it again and it works.
It works just perfectly fine? Yeah, because I watched
the little boost symbol, the orange arrow up, boost round symbol.
Yeah.
On all the technicals, if they're close to camera, it works.
Okay, but it seemed like when you were doing it that all of a sudden they were really fast and then it slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, it stopped working the first day.
If they leave the aura, then they'll slow down, but if the whatever his name is was running with them, then they shouldn't slow down ever.
They shouldn't. Yeah, it was just really weird. I just have that timestamp, but I just wanted to know. Well, that answered my question. I was going to say, have you tested it anymore? And it seems perfectly fine. Well, then I won't worry about it then. See, that's what I love about Discord, that I could just take something like that and say, hey, is this supposed to be this way?
Maybe it's a glitch because I built my Kyle and then immediately start testing it. I had never refreshed, so I built the thing and then poof, tested it straight away.
You put your cookies in cache.
So maybe I should have refreshed before I played.
Take out the Overwatch, Anton.
Yeah. I'm going to leave this for somebody here.
Oh, I wish I could port over to 173. No, I'm teasing.
Yeah, just post it in the global. They will take it.
I think that should be there.
Oh wait, that's faction 3. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah.
So that's the way I do it now. You can do that. Go in with your envoys there or your bone saws to clear the nest. So that's basically all you have to do in that. And then
yeah, see, I completely forgot about my bone saws for the nests.
Your
I didn't
Romero
even
there
think
for
about
the
it.
floaters. That's Storm of the Winds.
Yep.
It's probably at base. You can probably get, you do it correctly. It's nearly a pre-repair or 10, 15 minutes repair. It's not too much. And let's see what the repair was like. Like my next, it's 33 minutes on me.
Ah, okay, that's good.
On my siege, it's nothing. And it's 47 minutes, 48 minutes for your Martin. So.
If you got a maxed anger there, Anton.
Pardon?
Is your anger maxed out?
Hanger.
No, he's not, because he doesn't have 3,000 space.
Oh, it should have, yeah.
No, you're looking in the air, the helipads things. Your tool is an helipad tool, so it's
at the bottom the screen there.
Hanger, yes. Hanger's max, yes.
Oh right.
Those tools are helipad related to space.
I put it in the wrong. Yeah. So it might be a wee bit. So the one you want to fire on and do the 45?
If people want to see that base with air only, I can show that with envoys.
Any tips on faction 5?
If you present me, I'm ready. I'm putting the envoys and the martini in the air. So
that's okay. Yes, we can show that base as well. There, I can show that base for you guys there. Hopefully that helped you.
Yeah, because I need to see that one too. I haven't done it yet.
Hopefully, or maybe Mr. Bonsai could show that one saying we learned to help you.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, Ruby off, of course. You don't want a Ruby suicide on. So.
Oh, are you ready to go here, the one?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, that's you presenting. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hopefully that was okay, Sam. Now you can definitely clear that up. Bone sauce for the everything there. Hello there, Hunter. Bone sauce for the nests. Yeah, I wasted 3 missiles. Romero would have done that in one shot, but it wasn't for the fact that it can be done quite easily.
So first, I targeted the rocket zombie because he will shoot at my missiles instead of the planes.
Thanks, Sam. William, what's your capacity for your toon size? Are you 3,000 space?
Because that'll determine what we could use in the.
Yeah.
Yes. And I forget that too. I make suggestions and then I forget.
Oh, they're not listening to me. They're flying straight into it.
Careful.
No, I took that.
Cheers, William. Cheers.
Oh!
You misclicked. Oh.
No, I'm messing it up.
Hey,
All
Rob.
it goes perfect, and now live I screw it up.
Bonsai.
Hold the shift.
Bullseye!
You done it again. You missed a game.
Can't hear you, Dobba. Can't hear what you say. They're all talking.
Hold the shift key, and then it'll only move when it can target something.
Thanks for the tip.
Whenever I'm using envoys or something like that, and I'm trying to hit something small, I always hold shift with my left hand, and then I'm using the mouse on the right hand.
2,800. Bonsai, could you work that out? What would be best for him to do?
What base?
Is the 100 his toon?
Yeah, 100.
Yep.
And the 100 is 2,800 space. So that'll just be that just would be the same unit with 5 sharpshooters. Would that be correct?
No, 6.
No, 5 because he's only 2800.
Oh, yeah.
Can it be done with 5 sharpshooters? Do you think?
I think so, but you will get some damage.
Yes, but I think it's kicking his butt. I think it would take 2 or 3 hours damage just to get the base done.
Yeah. Maybe if you put a dragon in with them.
I'm not sure because they tend to go for the Cerberus drones first.
Yeah.
But maybe we can do it with that 2800 platoon size. Would that? I can do that. You know what I mean? Or try it. I know my units maybe be a different level, but
just lose one sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Instead of 2 Cerberus, you just use 1 Cerberus.
No, you probably need 2 for that.
You need 2 because the zombies come from 2 sides.
Yeah,
Yes.
You go around 2 Cerberus.
Yes.
I can try it with 5 sharpshooters and 1 dragon.
Yes, and but make it 2800 the platoon size if you can.
Oh no, that is 2187. I have with that soon. If I take out
no, the base is done.
That's a better question is William, what level sharpshooters and Drakens and do you have? And do you have a bishop or Darkstorm?
Yeah, he's using DS Galen, sharpshooters, and hammer. We'll get this.
You need a bishop in there to make them sharpshooters really do their work.
This.
And
Is the one there, the one there?
Yeah, I'm done. It took 30 minutes, what should be a free repair, but that was my mistake.
Yeah, it's just a couple of misclicks, that's all it was. It's no biggie.
I can take the next one. I can take. Let's see what that is.
Yeah, you can show next base. I'm done.
The 50 base. I'm screen sharing.
Right, the 50 base is next, so let's see. And then we're going to go on to Skipjack. You're going to show your defense, are you?
Oh, I wasn't going to do a defend wave because I'm not going to. I'm done. I went all the way through. I just wanted to show what my base looked like.
All right, that's okay. Yeah,
that's all. But yeah, it's no big deal. I'm sorry. What's this next? And I'm actually watching. I apologize for the players on YouTube, but I'm actually watching the show from YouTube. So yes, I got it. You know, it's crazy the PMs that I got, but I actually got people who were tickled and some people that were a few people. I guess they were maybe annoyed. The last event show, remember, I stayed in the YouTube so you could present everyone, and I stayed in the YouTube to be the wrench. And there were people who were frustrated because of the fact that you guys were talking about one thing, but what was on the screen was something else. So again, I apologize, but I'm watching it from YouTube, which is probably about a 7-second delay compared to what you guys are doing.
Are you screen sharing me, Anton?
Yes, you're screen sharing.
Yep,
yeah.
I see it now. Yep, and it's caught up.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, because now I see voices when we talk. Oh my. Oh, okay.
Can
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, now you're good. Now you're good. Sorry.
Okay.
Just go. Can you go full screen?
Yeah, and close that white bar at the bottom. The height thingy.
Yeah, we're going to be 2 Cerberus.
Check out the go-go bar first.
Sorry, which base is this one?
50.
50 base. I don't know the number though.
Okay.
Maybe full screen will show it better.
It is full screen. Oh no, sorry.
He's so adorable. Don't you love him?
And this I will take out. Where is it? Oh, this one. Oh, I'll take this one out.
With sound effects as well.
I know. I love it.
Then I put it in my platoon.
Bullseye. Wait, was that a map? I'm sorry, I didn't see fast enough.
And it was.
What missile was it, Dava?
A A Mav or a Bullseye should do it. Why is it trying to charge me coins for my the build one? Yeah, a Mav or a Bullseye would knock it out. Okay. I'm curious why you killed that CC up in the corner though.
Yeah, that was with a Bullseye.
Yeah, like any particular reason you killed it with the missile?
Oh, I just have one spare.
Oh, okay. Well, you could save it for the next 50 that you do.
Yeah.
This is nice. I have to make a list of this tune because this is a little bit different than what I have, but I can do this. All right, so that's a.
Have you fire tech on your Darkstorm and everything there? Have you?
Fire tech on all my units except except my the caretaker and the bishop do not have it.
Yes, it's all fire tech and everything. I think fire tech is a big success this event.
How many technicals?
2.
2 techs. Okay, thank you.
Oh, you have a bishop there as well there.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to start using the bishop more.
That is for my Vindicators.
For the Vindicators? Okay, so that is are those regular Vindicators or your Sunder?
One Sunder and one Vindicator.
Thank you. Okay, so I got it. Caretaker, Darkstorm, Jug, Bishop, 2 technicals, Sunder, and 1 Vindicator. Got it. See, that was the mix. I had seen you guys share some of this stuff when we were doing the event show, and I screwed it up on a few bases, and I cooked my Sunder because I didn't mix it with the right tune. And I just couldn't figure out what the right combination was. It's not so much the combination; it was what was the right combination for each base. I'm just not as proficient as you guys are as looking at a base and knowing.
And here I take my Romero out, so I have place for a envoy.
Okay.
And take my envoy in.
Oh, I didn't know Romero was in there with it. Sorry. Awesome.
Yeah, Romero kills these zombies really efficiently.
Have you fire tech on the Romero? Have you?
Yeah.
Yep. Very good.
That's funny. See, I didn't. There's mixed reaction on the fire tech on that one. Some people don't think that the fire tech is that good, but maybe that was based on their go-go bar test. I think the fire tech is actually pretty decent.
And the lower levels there, once you get up to the flaming zombies, like it's not effective at all. But
what I do with my envoy is to lure those rockets, guys, to my envoy.
Oh, you're so smart! Ooh, 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 ooh.
You see that he starts to dance. You don't know.
Yes.
What's the name of the dance there, Switch?
Sorry?
What's the name of the dance he's doing?
It's a banzai dance.
Banzai, hee-haw.
And I do like this. Oh.
Oh my gosh. If we zoomed in on some of those, I swear those dances are hilarious. Heck, Romero looks like he's humping turrets sometimes. I'm sorry. Well, he's planting the C4.
What I do is when I move with attack and move and just click the attack and put on the circle, orange circle, so I know that they don't go evil.
Oh, you need to hear this, babe.
Boom, boom, boom.
Very good.
Wow, so you use the attack and move on specifically.
Yes, on their outside range of the. And this is the only problem in this case is now is that railgun.
Yep.
It hurts.
It does hurt a little bit. So I'm going to be interested to see how he's going to do this railgun, because that one ate me alive.
The envoy.
Just the envoy.
Not in a good way either, Trickster.
There you go.
Railgun hits down,
so you hit it with this. Oh, that's so cool. Is that and that's a regular envoy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it would have to be. Just one?
Because it taken out all it bit in all the.
Well done. Oh my gosh, I'm going to need another page of notes here just to get this for this one piece.
just hit that what do you call it, Tesla side or what?
You've gone a bit quiet there.
And I hit that Tesla.
Oh, that was
And,
That's the dog, guys, not me.
It was a dog, right?
Yeah, I always blame the dog.
I would say that was excellently done there. That was very, very good there.
Switch, what base was that?
50.
Well done.
The
Very,
main
very
track?
good there.
Yeah, main track.
I do that completely different with technicals.
Hey, Anton, do you have a second?
And I can show
Yeah.
you my repair time.
Give me controls.
Right, tell me how I do that there, Skippery.
I forgot.
Skip. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yep.
That is what I use in that platoon.
Oh my! Oh! Can you just hold it there for a second so I take a screenshot so I don't have to do the time and date stamp? Thank you.
Just use PM double there because it appears on the screen there.
Remember?
It doesn't appear on YouTube though.
Yeah.
Oh no! I went back to the shoot. I went back to the Google Hangout. Thank you. Switch tune. 50 base. Thank you, darling. That's awesome. Perfect. Wow, look at that. Hardly any damage to your caretaker even. Of course, your caretaker's probably higher than mine, but
Yeah. Maybe.
yeah, that's awesome. Good in control. Oh yeah, it's in the side chat. Side chat. There we go. I can't remember because I can't click on it to do it. See, I got to be able to actually do it to do it. See it to do it. I'm sorry, that didn't come out right. Trickster, no jokes to get me laughing like last time.
I'll just share your thoughts. I know how your mind works.
Yes, you do.
I think that should be there now, Skip.
Yes, perfect. Thank you, darling.
Thanks, Subs.
Do you want to see this base too?
Oh, wow. You just boosted everybody, Anton. You're adorable.
There you go. Free boost.
Just need to get some bombs for that one.
Perfect.
I have to turn my volume a bit lower.
Now I can turn this down a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, way too loud.
Oh, yeah, much better. Your mic is fine. I just think because of the way that you speak, you're very soft spoken naturally, especially again from watching you and also hearing you in the hangouts. When you're doing a bass, you become even more soft spoken because you're concentrating. And it's not that we can't hear you or that your mic isn't good. It's just that's why we have a control panel so that we can boost your mic a little bit so everybody can hear you.
Okay.
So when you're cussing under your breath, we can hear what you're saying.
Exactly. So I just want to, whenever you guys are ready, just to show just really quickly. I mean, obviously you wouldn't want to do this on a regular basis, but I made it through every single defensive wave. And aside from making a misclick with my technicals, you can
are there. Skip, if you presenting to everyone, if you want to screen share your base before,
I will do that.
Banzai attacks, if you want to hold on there, Banzai, 2 seconds.
I am. Yes, I did. Thank you. Got it. But thank you. All right, I'm going to do share, and hopefully I'll get it right. And I won't screw it up. And let me know, because I'm not looking in YouTube now.
Oh, is that your base there?
That's my base.
Oh, no way.
Now, it used to say, hello, YouTube. And then I got some flack for that because I expected my base to be hit by certain people and it would show up someplace else on another live stream. So I changed it because I got a little bit of flack for that. But that is my base. Okay, so I do have max expansion and I could go even farther with that wall piece. But it says, hello, Kixeye. I promise you, I did every single defensive wave. I did the same tune. I misclicked with these technicals because Scooby had told me just to put the technicals and leave everything on defend. And what happened was, like we talked about in the event show, is that they were supposed to be on defend. And then when I did the last defensive wave, they went on aggressive. And it ticked me off. And so when I misclicked, and they literally went right into a bunch of like gorilla zombies. So they're very, very damaged, but I have not repaired this tune. I did all of the defensive waves, and I know it's really hard for you to see everything in there. This is not supposed to be there. It's completely dead. There is a skipjack in here, hiding somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where I put her. There are a couple sharpshooters in here. And I do have, I did for the last one, I wasn't worried about my buff because I'm survivor. I do have right now for the last one, I have my judge underneath my CC. So I'll move it and just show you so you guys can see. There's my judge. Here's my buildings that are touching my CC. I have this stronghold touching. I won't show you what's in it. I have this railgun touching. I have this railgun touching, and I have this rocket silo touching. So let me put it back, make sure I get my acorns. Yes, that's what I call them, even though if you zoom them in, you'll see they're white shields with a blue cross. But to me, they look like acorns. So again, yep, there's my little acorn. There's my little acorn. They look like acorns. Here's the other acorn for my bunker. You can't see the acorn over here for the railgun, but I know that it's there. And of course, if you zoom in, whoops, hang on. They're actually, you see their shields with little crosses. So as long as I see my acorns, I know that I've got my CC where it needs to be. That's why I call them acorns. But there's a close-up zoom view. There's all of my avalanches in my row. Originally I had all my power plants here, but obviously for the event I wouldn't have that. So I moved my power plants out. They don't touch anything bad that's going to explode. And again, I made it through with my tunes just on defend. There's another railgun. And that one doesn't even have a support turret on it. So this avalanche actually performed, if you can believe it, this avalanche performed better with the support turret than this railgun did touching this. So I switched those out. So there you go. That is my base. I will zoom it back out again.
Maybe there's a clue, and actually for people to get by it, maybe the bottom right-hand corner where your CC and your base is advantageous.
Well, in my case, now my base, which is, and I call it slammed because I code for a living. We call it slamming, by the way. See how this has a nice little thing at the bottom? There's room. So in web design, when you ever go to a website and you see text and we call it slamming when it's like right along the bottom of the web page, that's not supposed to happen. The very top of the web page, we call it slamming. So my base is slammed in 161. It's on the farthest right hand corner or the eastern wall, and it's almost at the top. It's not in the corner because there are two depots in the corner. I'm at the very top of 161, and I'm slammed on the eastern wall of 161. So no one can deploy air anywhere here, nowhere here, nowhere here. The only place they can deploy air is right here. That's where their air comes in, right here. That's the only place they can deploy. Sure, they can deploy a ton of ground over here, but everything's going to be firing at one time. Look at the ranges on these silos. Look at the ranges on the rocket silos. Now, I moved these for the event, by the way, but normally this is a little bit different. But again, look at everything's going to be firing on you all at the same time. So if you bring ground in, you're going to get chewed to pieces. And if it's PvP, I guarantee you, yeah, I have a judge in there, but my skipjack is in there, and so are my breachers. Go ahead. To the person who did hit me in my sector, by the way, who's now a crater, go ahead and bring your phalanx to my base, because if you bring them into my base, especially if you bring them right here, they're going to get chewed to pieces. I have breachers in my bunkers. I have breachers hidden all throughout my base or sharpshooters. They will shred your phalanxes. So if you guys don't know already how beneficial skipjack is, you need to get her. If you have some extra XP because you don't have enough hero tokens, she may not have kick-ass range, but she will shred a phalanx. If you go into a PvE base and the phalanxes are on aggressive, take one hammer in. Take skipjack in and take 5 breachers, and they will shred the phalanxes. Boom, one shot. That's all you need. And your hammer will take like 30 seconds damage. I have the video. It's on my private channel. I haven't shared it publicly because I don't want Kickside to see it. So it's just something to think about it. So yeah, if you were in an advantageous place in the sector, if you're on a wall, if you're on a ceiling, if you're on a floor, slam your stuff in one corner. And if you want some validation to that, I don't see Scooby in the side chat, but Scooby also did the same thing. One time he just threw his hands up and said, "Fack it, I quit." And he basically tore his base apart. He threw all of his walls in a line and he shoved everything together into a corner. His base did better, all shoved together, all mismatched, than it did when he designed it.
I'm all the way at the top corner, and it's really good with overlapping fire.
Are you screen sharing me, Anton?
Yeah. Are you ready to go here, Banzai?
Yeah.
Yep. Bullseye! I'm not sharing anymore, right?
There you go.
Got to get back over to
What's
Unshackled.
your tune on this one here,
I use the
Banzai?
same.
Same tune there.
But what I do is I keep my Romero behind my units. I have taken out the go-go bar, and I will take out the missile silo. And I don't like those big.
No, bacon.
So I take them out too.
What is the flame in the fire traps? What is the flame called?
I don't know.
Flame on the fire traps, or did you say trucks or traps?
Traps.
Blue flame, yeah.
Blue.
The blue flame, or what do you call them?
The blue flame.
If you jump on it, you get a speed boost.
Yeah, to hell.
Can you show that?
It gives you speed. It gives you speed boost right to Davy Jones' locker.
Yeah, right to Davy Jones' locker. You got that right.
Express.
Highway to hell.
Dubbo, can you show that with Romero?
I did that with Jug earlier when he decided to turn like a Mack truck.
I can put a hover tank on it again.
Oh, that was hilarious. Oh my God. That was absolutely hilarious.
I tried the hover tank on the red one, but what about the blue one?
Yeah, I'll test that, okay?
And you know what? I gotta say it. Peel, if you're watching the show or if you're gonna see this later, okay, those blue flames coming out of those grates, again, darling, it just makes me think, what if they bring an Elite Inferno and an Omega Inferno? It's one of the things he asked for over 2 years ago was a blue flame, because really when a flame burns its hottest, it is blue. Yeah. He wanted a blue flame for his Inferno. I see blue flames coming out of those grates. If anything will get Peel to come back to play War Commander, it will be a blue flame for his Inferno.
Yeah, you just need a Pokemon skin on his
and
unit.
A Pokemon skin, exactly. A Pokemon skin for his CC. A Pokemon faction. Oh my God, don't get me started. Holy mother of Pete. Don't get me started. That's almost as bad as a Hello Kitty skin.
I'm just going to have to adapt my own. I'm going to have to bring a bishop now with. What tech is on the bishop? Is it the Faber tech?
The fervor tech is what you want for PvE. You do not public service announcement. You do not want the fervor tech on your bishop if you're using it in your base. The fervor tech is what helps you with the aura when you're in PvE. You want to leave the bishop as it is without the fervor tech on it when you have it in your base, because
the fervor tech is charged and the other one is reload.
Yes. Yes.
Use it.
Exactly.
Like I have shooters in my
There's
base.
a whole list of units on the forum, what is charged and what is reload, so you want to switch it over for that unit.
I put those bishops underneath my bunkers that's got sharpshooters, and I put the charges on it, and it shoots like almost like a machine gun. But the problem is I need 5 of them because my bunkers are so spread out.
Yeah, but for Switch or Banzai, what tech have you on your bishop for this event or this base?
For this base, I have no. I just have the regular bishop without the favor on this.
Without the Faber tech on it, that's fine.
I use the favor when I need it, and that is only in the 100.
Only 100. That's for the sharpshooters, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's just hunter missiles that your only concern here now, I think.
Yeah. I want to get that Overwatch down here, so I want to lure those missile guys out.
Yeah, the Darkstorm fire tech is excellent as well. I've noticed. Very, very good.
And you can, as long as those rocket zombies not move, you can actually just kill them. But if they start to move, like this little flame zombie here.
Yes, they can get you in a certain range, isn't that right?
Yeah.
And they hit your air too. I found out the hard way.
Yes, but it's only in a certain.
Oh
You
yeah.
have to get really, really close.
Oh, got that one. Nice.
Also, if you're trying to use your Herald in this one, once you clear like the big anti-air turrets, underneath them green buildings, there's a anti-air rocket zombie. I found out the hard way when I deployed my Herald. I'll just put it that way.
Have any of you used to herald this event?
Nope.
No, I haven't either.
I killed the heavy air in this base, and I was like, oh, I'll just use the Herald to clean up. And yeah, there's some heavy or the rocket zombies behind some of these buildings, so just be careful.
Now I can just bonsai the base.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready for takeoff.
So how to activate bonsai mode is you hit.
I love it when he screams. Bullseye!
How to activate bonsai mode is you hit R on your keyboard and then you just walk away. It'll activate bonsai mode for you. I'm actually getting ready about to do the same base.
What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, I have to. Oh, this one. It's hard to see. Bonsai! Oh, it's little zombie.
There you go.
Yep. That one and this one. I think
That's very well done there. Any other questions out there? What?
I can see at the minute.
I got little in my jacket.
You're just a wee bit unclear there, Bonsai.
That is probably.
Oh, look at that. There's nothing on that at all there.
So I have to do my defense wave. Do you want to see that too?
Yes. And this is defense number what? Is this a final defense?
Let me see. Overview.
You'll know by how much thrower you get.
I think so. I don't know. Maybe. But what I do in the defense wave is, I go full screen. Is that okay for you?
Yep. Go full screen there. Yes, please, if you can.
And I go defense.
Request denied.
Oh, just loading. Not. Oh.
I'm surprised nobody's asked for the 90 base. Is it the 90 base that's the final one?
I don't.
The main track 15 and
Main track 15. Let me pull it
Is it
out.
95? Is it?
yeah, 95.
Yeah, it's main target 15. Yeah, it's 166,066. I'm not going that high, so I'm not even going to do as much as I'd like to have 2 more of those rocket zombies. And I love the XP. Don't get me wrong. At 130. You might as well say 131,000 because of the 666. But I love the XP. But the XP jumped so exponentially from main target 8 to main target, I think it was 11. Yeah, from like to almost 101 101,000. Plus, I have my boost running, so it was over 101,000.
Yeah.
But I'm stopped because again, nobody prepped. I'm comfortable stopping where I'm at. But you're right. I'm surprised. I think some other people are probably in the same boat. They're getting so far in the main track, and then they're stopping and they're doing the faction track. Did you guys cover faction target 4 base? I watched the 5, but did you do the 4 base already?
Yeah, I've done that. That's the one I done.
That's what you were doing probably when I popped on. And I apologize again to everybody in the YouTube and all for coming in late. Somebody asking Unshackled. I didn't see when I first looked, because again I was still cleaning. When I didn't see the show, that you had made it yet. So I was kind of freaking out, and I didn't see you online. So I happened to see David online, and I PM'd him. I actually called him on his cell phone, and it's his daughter's homecoming tonight. So he's like, I don't know, you'll have to grab a hold of Anton. So by the way, congratulations. It's his daughter's first year in high school. So congratulations to his daughter. Congratulations to Dark Shadows. It's a rite of passage for dad to freak the frack out for his daughter's first homecoming, especially in high school. So congratulations for that, which is why he's not in the side chat or participating. But again, that's one of the reasons why I was late. And then, of course, I hear her in the background, and I'm all excited for her. So I think that's awesome. He is such a wonderful father. I swear. I mean, it's wonderful when you meet a man who's a single parent trying to raise a child the right way, and they're doing such a good job. But he's so cute at it at the same time. But he's a very good father. Okay, so I'll timestamp back and I'll watch that one and double check. Can I ask? Has everybody, Daba, since we talked last night? When you got home from work, is everybody kind of giving up? I mean, was overall when you guys shared it, I just want to ask, is everybody just giving up? Because what I'm getting is everybody's going to about the zombie track 10, and then they're stopping because 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 are so daggone hard. So what was the views about the zombie track? I know we're rehashing it, but just real quick.
I don't even go above 5.
Okay, you go to 5. Okay.
5 or 6.
I go to 3. I trade a little zombie for a runner. That's it. But the fourth one, fifth one is one I had trouble with last year, and I spent so many zombies on it last year.
I'm at the 65. Do you want to see that too?
Yeah.
The main track 12, if anyone wants to see it.
Yes, absolutely. Anything and everything. Even if we're sharing it live and somebody's done it, if somebody watches the replay, it'll help give them some ideas. Or if one of their alliance mates needs, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and share it. Because even if we shared it for the event show, stuff is for you guys. Stuff has changed.
Hey, Trickster.
Yeah.
So who wants to see the main track 12 cave? I can do it after the guys done sharing.
Yeah. That's good there, not there, and I'll have a go at this 100 base, even though it's.
Yeah, I'll wait for you then.
No. You're next.
I'm doing a mega profit.
Just brought up the 90 or whatever. Would you like to show at some point when those profit bases are done?
The what's right there?
Trickster, I think it was Trickster who was saying that I'm surprised nobody brought up the 90, like to request to do it. So I said,
nobody's.
Is that what the one said he was going to be doing?
Yeah, Banzai is still screen sharing a base.
But after this, the one, you said you were going to do the 90, is that correct?
75 cave.
Oh, 75 cave there, right.
I'm doing it now before my electric runs out, so just present Banzai and then you can do the next base. I'm on a time limit for my electric. Because I need that in this base for the rails, because I'm noob.
just hit the walls in front of it. Or, no, wait till one of them spawning zombies come at you and then shoot them.
I don't use a juggernaut in it. Just technicals in the Darkstorm.
Oh, so then, yeah.
Very good there.
Oh, man. Ramiro has trouble killing an acolyte. That's not cool. What's that shot?
Banzai!
Banzai!
Bullseye!
Now, there is a trick in this space here, guys, is
Yeehaw.
the catapult there.
Go, go, go. Bang. Yeehaw.
Once it's gone, and also you can actually end attack in this space there, and the units respawn for you.
Yeah.
So
That's true, yeah.
you can do this attack, end attack 2 or 3 times if you wish, and it's not too much of a chore for you.
If me typing is being picked up too much on my mic, guys out on YouTube, please let me know if it's too loud. I'm actually helping somebody with a trace route, helping with somebody with the workaround for bubbled event bases, and helping another person with understanding what a speed test is all at the same time.
Hello there, you're the field.
In this.
Oh my gosh, all I did was say Peel and he got on.
Well, he heard us say Pokemon. That's
I know
what
we heard us say Pokemon. And have
There we go.
This time I use some little air.
Oh, infinite loader. This is always fun.
Oh, what happened to the other demon? Okay. So disable my firewalls too. Do you think this may have something to do with it? Oh, probably. Block all connections to programs that are not on the list of allowed programs.
Peel says he was on YouTube and saw us that we were live. Good job, YouTube, for promoting Unshackled. Kudos.
Yeah, and that's their spawner buildings there, so once they're gone, that's going to help this a lot. That's basically the base done there, because your sharpshooter should clear up the front there.
Go, go, go. There's a little sneaky guy here.
Yeah, he's hiding in there. Very good.
And my sniper, my what do you call them? Sharpshooters are on their way to clean that up. My mess up. And I will take this out. And this one. Yep.
Nicely done, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Well done, well done. Oh, Sam's having trouble there, another DC. So I'm going to try this 100 base for everybody, if that's all right.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm just finishing up on a profit, so...
I'll show you my tune. I'll just split them into 2 platoons, like 2 Cerberus, Darkstorm, 6 sharpshooters, and 1 bishop with the beaver tech on it. And end attack is your friend here if you don't get it right, the position right. Oh no, that's not the knight. The boss base is faction 5, isn't it? Damn it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Where do we see it? I've got all this sketching me out. Faction target. I'm sure I'll get things right. Faction 3. Longer track. There's faction. Not too far away there. Sorry about that again, guys. You have an extra 20 seconds to wait.
20 seconds and it'll be over.
Yeah. Hopefully.
I've got this one down from 17 hours to about 1 hour. Well, less than an hour.
That's that's good going for it. Any boss case, if you can get it done within an hour, that's excellent. So just takes a wee bit of time at the start just to place correctly, and nothing comes out at you until you attack it.
Oops. Hang on, guys. I gotta mute up for a second.
Okay.
No problem. And then you deploy. I like that. Move forward ever so slightly. Over ever so slightly. That is it.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's the bishop with the sharpshooters that caused the bowler. Let's see what I got there. I got a clip or 2 there on the Cerberus, and that was all I got hit. Probably got 15, 20 minutes there. And that is a quick way of doing that base. Thank you very much, Banzai.
Awesome.
You showed me how to do that. Any other questions out in YouTube land or any other bases?
Yeah, anything else? Babe, is there any base that you want to see? Because you can rewatch the show. Anything specific?
Somebody gonna do a 90?
I'm still in the 80.
Okay.
I'm still finishing this.
Yeah, well, screen share you the one then.
Yeah, I have lots of lag, but you can screen share it.
And I will throw it out there. I do owe somebody. I guess we'll have to have a random kind of drawing or something, or I don't know. I think that random drawing crap is crap. I don't know. We'll have to have something. I don't know. I don't want to do it just on Discord because I know not everybody on the side chat is in Discord. We'll have to do something. I had said that I would have the trophy within not the start of the event, within 3 hours of me starting the event, and I didn't get there. So, but part of that was because I didn't take my own advice, and I'm not making excuses because I was moderating. Because again, we had some people again that had their event banners disappeared, their XP disappeared. When we got the event banners back, they were freaking because their SP was gone. It took about 15 or 20 minutes for it to show back up, but it was there. Their event bases were bubbled, so I stopped, and not only did I miss the rest of the blackout parts that were offered for 99 gold because I was at 55 of 80 because I really wanted to get it. I didn't realize it was such a short package. I thought it was going to be like a 12-hour or 24-hour thing. It wasn't. I think it was only 6 hours, so I missed that. But I also didn't get the trophy within 3 hours of doing my event. So I owe somebody a Facebook gift card. So I guess we'll have to have a random kind of a thing on that one. I said it. I'm going to stand by it. I didn't get the trophy. I have enough to get the trophy, XP, but I haven't done the last faction base, so.
Oh, yeah, yes, that's the unlock, isn't it there? Yes.
I like how
the trophy that everybody saw in my base is the trophy from the last event. The one with the pipes and the flames and all that kind of stuff and the ooze coming out. Yeah. It was tucked in pretty deep in my base. I guess everybody wanted to know if that's what it was. I think, Rob, you have it. Didn't you show it on the last show in case anybody wants to see what the trophy looks like?
Yeah.
Not now. Not now, but when we
get base now, but I can show it.
Screen sharing somebody?
Yes,
just base, yeah.
Yes.
75?
Service announcement.
We haven't. Do you want to log into the YouTube channel so you can watch it? Yeah, it's a 75 cave. Did you guys just do the 75 cave?
No, we're not there. I think who said they were going to do that? Was it Dobbs?
I already done it.
You already did it?
I can do the 70 and I can do the 75 after.
Yep. Oh, you're on that way. That's perfect there. Thank you there.
Thank you so much. I'll give Jim the he won't be able to hear because he doesn't hear it, but he can at least watch.
11 minutes 33 I got there on that 100 base.
Wow, seriously, Anton? Oh man, that's kick butt.
Yeah, but there's other people. The one can do it free, totally free.
What base?
But still, 11 minutes. Holy
the 100 base.
Yeah, the last one I can do.
Yeah.
Wrong.
And we can't say free repair. We have to say acceptable damage.
Oh yeah, acceptable damage. But
acceptable damage.
I will go in with almost a quarter health of Darkstorm.
I don't like sorry.
There's a trophy if you want to look at it.
If you're going to purchase your trophy,
I hate the spawn. I can't click see what I'm doing here. The UI is all blocking the top of the map.
Yeah, so since we're talking about that, might as well say it. If you go full screen and then you play zoomed in, most of us don't play zoomed in. I mean, sometimes we do, but especially for events because you're looking at the zombies and what's coming at you, etc., etc. So for those of you who are playing, if you get down to those last couple things and it's hidden behind your chat screen, go full screen, then go zoomed in. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but if you're just down to those last buildings, and that should allow you to target, this is just a workaround, okay? But bear with me because I'm going to get you the answer from the team in just a minute as soon as I get over to that channel. Bear with me. It's just a workaround in the meantime, and I will tell you what was stated in the difficulty section. Again, if you're not on Discord, another reason to get on Discord. Let me find the frustrated player. Okay, so the player was, I'm sure I can say because it's on the Discord. The player was MX36, the conversation, because you can do a search. Again, you can do a search in the upper right-hand side. If you want to see this, it's in the difficulty section, but it won't take you that long to scroll up to get it. But if you want to do a search, you can. Do a search for MX36. This was last Thursday, so it was during the event. MX36 says, we've been asking for a collapsible chat box for years now, and this is why. Okay, this is the base, and I don't remember the number. I think it's mission, I want to say main track 10. It's where the island you deploy on, and you have to cross over to the bridge to get to the people that are on the dirt, the mainland. And usually we have to cross from the dirt across the bridge to the island, okay? So again, he doesn't have the picture there. So he says this is why, and then he shows the buildings. So this is actually in several of those bases, like the one that he's doing
right now. Okay, Banzai, that's you. You're good to go. Go ahead and skip some right there.
No, it's okay. No, bullseye!
Bullseye!
Yep. So I posted to Kixeye and Storm Chaser and Kix Friendly Fixer. I tagged both of them on Discord. I 100% agree with MX36 of the posted picture of the base. This happens in several bases in regular gameplay as well. Hint, hint. Wish list, please. The clear view is an improvement from the years past. However, but not if a player cannot click on something to target. Until a fix, requesting please, is implemented, I would politely suggest that the people at Kix designing these bases take that into consideration, and also double check all common screen sizes and or look at zoomed in and zoomed out versions of full screen versus minimal screen while designing these bases for us. Thank you. So the guys commented, MOB commented, well, it says Skipjack sucks at every level. Don't waste your XP. Yeah, I didn't delete that because you're just an asshat. So farther down after I tagged them, Friendly Fixer comments and says, a collapsible chat box is a great idea and also a very contentious one I will explain. Backyard Monsters suffered a catastrophic loss of players, and there are two contending theories as to why. One is not important for this discussion, but while the other was chat. The game provided the ability to have a private and alliance chat. As a result, the activity in the sector dropped off precipitously. I mean, the graphs make it look like it totally went off the cliff. Remember I talked about the bean counters? Yes, they do have them at Kixeye. This in turn led to players logging into the game and seeing that the game was dead and a ghost town and didn't play. So hiding the chat or altering it in any way has some people a bit gun shy. I would propose the following. So may I propose the following is basically what he's saying. We would allow to hide the HUD, which is HUD stands for heads up display. Yeah. We would allow the HUD option in battle to also condense the chat window or hide it altogether. Additionally, we would allow the chat window to collapse to a single line of text, plus with no input field to make it smaller. So
yeah, that's nice. It would be more nice. The whole UI, the whole interface,
the whole thing. That especially when you were to hit attack immediately, that would go down immediately. There wouldn't be anything to it. You wouldn't have to turn off your chat or anything. Immediately it would go down. And then, like he says, that he would allow it, because even in regular gameplay, I would like while I'm scrolling the map or doing things, I would like that to actually go down, because that gives me another, 3 to 4 inches of room to see other people's bases, see a toon coming at me, see an enemy toon that's sitting there, because I always am having to scroll. I would love it, because at least you'd see a single line of text. You'd still see people talking. It got 2 100% and 3 heart loves. So you can put emojis to that. So it sounds like it. I said, I love the compromise, and whatever you need to get that implemented and tested, I'm in. So I think that's awesome. Friendly Fixer says to the player, stomp in your ass is his name, AZZ. If you don't remove or hide the chat box, then please quit hiding buildings and allow us to move around the base during the base designs. Right now I'm with the 0 size of the bases so many times My units are taking extra damage due to not being able to navigate near the chat box and platoon drop downs. Friendly Fixer answers him right back. This is the lead engineer, guys. The real problem isn't that we hide them intentionally, but that the base was not designed to be viewed correctly while zoomed out. When zoomed in, those buildings are not hidden. So again, by me saying to him, hey, whoever's designing these bases needs to take that into consideration. So,
oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Jump in.
Just finish it.
I was going to say Skipjack loves an extra 3 or 4 inches.
Yes, in my house, it's not holds, HOLDS, Daba, plug your ears. It's no holes, HOLES, Bard in my house. Sometimes 4 inches is exactly the correct size.
So this is the cube racing. This is the cube race, isn't it?
Did you want to show the trophy?
Yeah,
I'm rather disappointed with it.
It's a little short. That's what she said. It's a little short. Yes, please. Can you share it? Don't get me wrong. The animations kick ass, but I expected it to be bigger. God bless America. I'm so sorry. I did expect it to, I'm sorry. I expected it to be taller.
Yeah.
You just say when you want me to hit it.
What base are you going to do next?
Just now getting
Are you going to show the trophy now before we start, or are we going to?
I'm showing the trophy on my screen if you're interested.
Okay, the one there is showing that trophy.
Yep, just real quick before he goes into the 75, because we're still sharing him going ready to go into the 75.
Where is the trophy? Which one is it?
This one.
There it is. Can you just move it out just a little bit so they can all see it? I mean, if you don't mind, away from your walls so they can see everything. There we go. Please and thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
there you go.
can also put the from last event next to it so you can compare.
Yes, that would be awesome. So you see, it's kick-ass. I mean, you've got the zombies on the pikes, and they don't move. Remember how we were hoping that maybe they would move or something, and they don't.
No.
He moves his head, so he does.
Yeah, he's probably pressing the buttons of the joysticks. But
yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool because his head moves, and he's laughing, which is fun.
He's flying Anton Airlines.
A little bit bigger. I mean, I love it. I love the flames. I love the. I just wish it was just because right there he's playing the organ. I mean, look at the difference between him sitting in the chair and him sitting on that stool playing the organ in the last event trophy. Yeah. It just could have been a little bit bigger. That's all. I know they don't want to make them too big because now that the team gets why we love the trophy so much, hint, hint, like in Scooby's base, he has every trophy and there's something under the trophy or near it or hidden by it. I get that, but I just wish that the size was a little bit bigger. Not because I want to hide stuff, but because I'm sorry, whoever it was that worked on this.
Still put into it. It doesn't show up if it's in your base. It's
just
goes down because
right. I mean, they're the one that's next to you, that gold trophy right there, which there was a silver version. Wasn't that an Onslaught trophy? The one right to the right. Okay, so that one's not even animated. So I mean, again, look how big that is. Again, geez, sorry for the innuendos, but look how big that is for Onslaught. But I get it. Maybe for the animations or something, maybe, who knows? They could have made it bigger and it caused more lag. I don't know. Maybe the layers were too big.
The arm of this one moves, see?
Yeah, I mean, the arms are moving, but you can barely see it. Oh! Yeah, like when he goes to do the organ, he lifts up the left hand and slams down the keys, lifts up the right hand, slams down the keys. But in the chair, he lifts up his arms and then grabs them again. Wait, let's see. When does he lift up his arms? It's for the flames. Yes, he lifts them up. That's what he's pounding on them to get the flames to come up. Oh, that is badass.
The arm of this zombie also moves.
Oh, it is swinging. Oh, see, again, if it was bigger, you could see that a little better.
Hunter just said he don't have a organ, he has a tuner.
Yeah. He's nobody to go with. Okay, Banzai, are you ready to rock and roll?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm banzaiing this base too.
Right.
Okay.
I can show what damage I have
This is
on
the
my
one that
unit.
Jim definitely wants to watch. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is probably the first or maybe second time that Jim has ever watched the show because he doesn't really have to.
Walk
Live.
and talk this through there, Banzai, for Jim there, will you?
I just may I put it on full screen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, please.
I
We're
No,
live.
Oh,
no,
we're doing it live, honey.
also, before you attack there, and that there, do you see the catapults? You just give a shout out to City. You can use bulks to take out the catapults there, so you can.
Yes, you can. And a lot of people don't. They think like me. I used to think Valks were considered air, and they're not. They're infantry.
can I spawn?
So remember to use those.
Yeah, go
you-
ahead there. Yeah,
Yep,
we'll
you're
go
ready to
here.
go. You're going on YouTube. We are watching you live.
I just do die like this.
Okay.
And again, it's a bishop in there as well, is there?
Yeah.
Look at that. Bishop is a big difference.
See how he's using the attack move, babe? Button.
And the attack move, you're just putting it on the outskirts of
See the
the.
red?
I just try to find my juggernaut.
Yeah, that's the worst thing about it, isn't it?
Dig it out.
Shift one him.
Yeah, you have to dig it out. That is frustrating.
It is.
Actually, the best way to find your juggernaut is actually change the skin on it there. I found that if you change the skin on it, it's easier to get.
Yeah, because I have my skin on the. I have mine the war paint on it, and I think I'm going to change it back because it is easier to find. To pick for, especially in these caves. But
Can you see that zombie?
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
I use shift 1. Yeah. Shortcuts. That's true. I do tend to forget about the Jano just like drilled it into my head. Shift 1, shift 2, shift 3 to use the shortcuts. But then I got so used to using the shortcuts and then I didn't use them for quite a while. And now I got to get back into doing that.
Just want
Oh wow, that's awesome.
2 shots for this.
And this is the same tune that I used for this base. Wow, kick butt. Except I did not have the bishop in. That's probably why I lost my caretaker.
Also, another, if you think you're going to, go with a full tune and have an extra caretaker waiting outside for you that you can deploy.
In this base, the Romero wants to go AWOL. So be careful when you move him in here.
I always keep my Ramiro by himself on a keybind so I can quickly select him if he decides to go AWOL. Oh, yeah.
So are you going after the other catapult then, once you clear this front?
I just want to have that wall free. I can show you in a bit.
The bishop on the jug really is nice.
Now here, I'll usually wait for a zombie to come out. Then I'll put a jug shot on them.
Yeah.
You can hit that front wall without getting that jug on you. And boom. Like that.
Then I go this way. And I go hit that one out here. And I move attack again.
Romero's going for a lovely dance there.
I just keep on coaching.
Just few zombies and these spawner buildings and Overwatch, and that's basically it.
Oh, damn. Next clip.
That's not too bad though, you know what I mean?
And if you leave your Cerberus with a bunch of zombie killers, like in the middle or whatever, after you kill that railgun, all those spawners will go there. And then you can just maybe put your jug or whatever on this side, taking care of it.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. Pascal says, "Why don't you use Sunder or Vindicators? The range is 575 instead of 550 of the jug. Repair time is totally minimal compared to the jug." And Dark Shadow says, "See what I'm talking about. Love you, Pascal."
Yep, I use Sunder for that Overwatch. That's what I use, but everybody's own way of doing it there.
Yeah,
Jug,
but it's a good idea. I mean, because that Overwatch is pretty vicious. This is the one I lost my caretaker in, and then I took my tune to finish to do faction wave 1, 2, and 3. So no, I'm sorry. Then I did the base right after that, and right before you do the 85.
That's good.
Jug has a bigger AOE than the Sunder, so sometimes Jug's actual range is 450, or his range is 550, but then his actual range is probably about 650 once you consider the splash. And so if you target, like hit a wall or something, you can actually be effectively shooting. Like,
and with the Jug, sometimes if you time it right there, you can actually take out a lot of zombies.
However, with the Sunder, yeah, I can totally agree.
That is acceptable damage for 70, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Hardly right, sir. That's what you're both based for that same tune, isn't it?
That's good. That's really good. Wow, that's totally acceptable right there. That is, like we say, we talk about accessible. What you're comfortable with. Adele says that he uses Spartans and Cerberus in the 75, and it works great. I never would have thought about using Spartans, and I have a ton of Spartan tech.
Good luck, Sam. Thank you there. Take care.
Yeah, thanks, Sam. Thanks for coming up. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. If you come in and come out, I know Sam is already subscribed, but again, anybody who's stopped in and might be leaving, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Thank you.
Press that like button. Or hold on, we gotta be like them YouTubers. If you hit it enough times, it might turn gold.
It might turn gold. Just making for sure I didn't miss anybody. Send a message to people.
I use the word might this way. I'm not lying when it doesn't actually turn into gold.
Crash was in there. Touch me, Skip. Oh my goodness gracious. You all crazy over there in the side chat. I missed that one.
Defense. It's the final defense wave.
Yep. Pascal says Spartans are great against clusters of zombies. You can even equip them with less damage against zombies, like libs and alkalites. Yes. I do know some people that don't have the higher units like we do, or their jug isn't that much of a high level, or they didn't.
What's your technicals? Your technicals?
Oh.
Technicals back. Yeah.
Watch out.
They never moved.
No,
They never moved.
Oh no.
Yeah, a little laggy.
Yeah. And we call it live. Oh dear.
Hee. Sorry about that.
Don't mind this. I'm gonna kill it anyways. Bullseye!
Bullseye! Bullseye!
Hey, doggy, eat this. Oh, it's my.
Except for the 75, if you accidentally kill the two walls in front of the railgun, you can use wraiths at the railgun.
Coin.
Okay, give them time.
Now I'm going for all.
The dogs are, the spawning buildings for this event was a great help to a lot of people that have them.
Woo.
There you go. Nicely done.
Oh.
Well, it was just Unfortunately, your stuff didn't move there.
Yeah, question mark.
Giant Rapid Fire, yeah, but I think he's all survivors, I think, Hunter. But Giant Rapid Fire, even whatever faction will get you through every defense wave without any problem. So what else? Anything else there? And
I'm kind of repairing a little bit.
Anybody doing 90 yet?
Yeah,
what is an NT anyway? What is it?
it's the final cave base.
Oh, the final cave base.
Oh, if I'm gonna do that, I want to be there because so I don't because that one can be a little tricky.
Can be.
If you mistime the fire crates, then
Yeah, I hear. I was gonna say, I hear what Adele saying about in base defense about the Jericho. I'm just now learning. Again, I'm a moderator, so don't kick me for this. But as a player, learning and understanding more about my faction boost buff. So it's one of the reasons why, depending on, like right now, I do have the judge in there, but normally I would have all survivor units in my base. And again, when I had the opportunity to put a survivor tune together, I watched Scooby on and off through the event. I watched him use the tune. I would think to myself, oh, I'd never put a tune mixture together like that. I watched him do them in those hangouts. Obviously, we weren't live with his survivor boost. And oh my goodness, when the Warlust got to 100%, I absolutely could not believe those units were totally like incredibly OP'd. Like not in a bad way. I mean, in a good way. And now I understand why it's really important to pay attention to what you're doing when you put your tune together.
Plus having all of us.
Oh, feelings. I'm sorry, Adele. Yes. So he says, I scrapped Jericho a long time ago. I was talking about phalanxes. Wow.
Plus having a single faction, you get a 10% loyalty boost if you're running just a single faction.
I just need to refresh.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, and DC as well.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I'll keep my cookies and cats also.
I'm away to eat my cookies.
I noticed there's a bug when you hit when you hit turrets inside a cave. I don't know if it works on outside, but you hit like right now I'm hitting a railgun and an Overwatch with my wraiths. The health bar doesn't show on the turret, so you don't know how much health he's got.
You just hit the B key.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yo, you did, and it did work in the. You did hit.
The turret's health doesn't show when you hit it with wraiths or wraith commanders.
Oh, that's weird.
Yes, that's right. I found that too there.
That's a unit specific thing because you're hitting it with a certain unit. That's interesting.
Good night, Phil. Take care, buddy.
Night, Phil.
Valkyries and wraiths, and it seems to be doing it the same. Like
Dark
the,
Shadow said,
Using Valkyries?
Dark Shadow said that you ate your cookies and then crapped his pants.
That's referring to somebody on this panel, I think.
Yeah, I would assume so, not me.
Yep, definitely not me.
Well, at my age, never trust a fart. So I'm just saying.
Me.
Although I'm not having any green mist this evening, but I sure was last. Green mist, literally. I laugh every time I see the green mist in the bases. I'm telling you, I've run
A question out for you all in YouTube land.
out of the bedroom. I'm looking to see for any questions.
What's your favourite base? I know the easy ones are like that.
My favorite.
What is your favourite base to do?
So,
I like the snow base. I can't remember which one that is. The one that has the Diamond Legion in it and the dog and the Max or the dog, which I never saw. I like that one. I don't know why. I've prepped for a couple people. I'm trying to think. What about you guys? What's your favorite ones?
I like them all.
I like that last cave because then I know that I'm getting a lot of XP.
Yeah, that last faction base is the best.
No, not that one. The last main track. Then I know I'm done with the main track.
I like the last faction where you kill the spider.
Do you want to show it live then, Dobber?
I can. I don't really. I have a micro heal jug.
I'm at one, so
Yeah.
What's Hunter says? Oh, right, you saw that there. Yeah, you got that message there. What everybody out in YouTube land there? What's your favorite base and why? And
Yeah,
we need.
Glenn, let's not talk about let's not shut up your back. Let's talk about what's your favorite base and why. Post it out there in the YouTube chat.
Do you want to see the final cave base?
Yeah, you on that there?
I'm not on
That's
it. I'll
awesome.
do it at a Synclub.
Okay, no problem there. Thanks, Trickster.
You want to watch the final cave base, babe? They're getting ready to do it.
And your tune is Polly, Romero.
I've got a Polly there, Romero, a Bishop.
And what's the take on the Bishop?
2 Cerberus. It's got that further tech on.
Yeah, okay. Is that all you're doing that with?
No, I've just shown that one.
That's awesome. Adele said to say he likes the island base because the zombies are standing still waiting for my blackout to kill them. Anybody else on YouTube? Hunter Hamish, what's your favorite base and why? Pascal, what's your favorite base and why?
So, my second tune, I've got Caretaker, Darkstorm, Technicals, they're mixed, Normal and Flame, and Kyle. Also, I'm going to
Okay, we haven't solved Kyle yet.
You are not using the sharpshooter technique?
And also, I'm going to use...
I don't see it. It looks like maybe we lost. Dark Shadow says, I love the cave bases. Just love them. I love them all. I have to admit, they're pretty gas. Hunter says, I haven't really started yet. I'm just at mission 50 now. Pascal says, same thing. I love them all. I'm done already. Got every new goodie I need. Yes, Suzanne, I was going to ask you if you were still there. Sorry, I thought we had lost you. Suzanne, what's your favorite base and why?
So, start with the Cerberus and that.
And also there, a reverse question there, guys, is what's your least favorite and why, if there is one?
Yes, let's go backwards. What's your, Adele says caves are challenging in a certain way. So let's go backwards. What's your least favorite and why? No matter what your level is, guys. Of course, I know pretty much everybody that's in the side chat. I don't know if we lost, I don't see him saying, say goodbye. William, I don't know who William Heber is. Wait, who is William Heber? Why do I know that name?
My least favorite is the level 5 because you have to wait about 30 seconds before it actually gives you a leave button.
Yeah, my least favorite is those bases where the buildings are on the edge of the screen and you can't really see them.
Pascal, I'm not even bothered going near the final zombie ones there. They're just...
Yeah, I mean, remember
they're viewable, but
yeah, they were weird and they were tough. Even Scooby said that, he was, remember during the show, he was in the side chat, he was ticked about the 13. Then he finally figured out a way to get through the 13, but he definitely said 11 through, I expressed it to the team, he thought 11 through 15 were just way OP'd. And I definitely agree. Even for, I mean, we're talking about a major corner here who had over 4,000 zombies before he started the event. Used more than 5,000 zombies just to make it all the way through to the 15 or the zombie wave, and he's not doing them either. So that was the only to me, I think, and they probably put a lot of effort into those bases. So to me, either the XP isn't worth it, or remember I said, like, if we got some kind of kick-ass like zombie war paint maybe for like our CC or something where it would like ooze like goo or something, or some kind of like a separate zombie trophy, it wouldn't have to be anything big, just some kind of like zombie laying on the ground somewhere, you know?
It surprises you just have to invest too much to win.
I want a third zombie pile to add to my other 2.
That would be cool. A nest. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? Not necessarily a nest that would work. Again, because we're not supposed to have zombies in our base. But a nest trophy would have been awesome. With a dead zombie laying on top. Oh, hell yeah, that would be.
And the animation that they crawl out of it.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Like, yeah, that would be the animation. Like, they would crawl out, but they wouldn't. It would freak people out, too, because they'd think that there was something. Oh, that would be such a distraction because they think they'd have to target it. Oh, man, we need to, like, send this stuff to the game team ahead of time. Maybe they'll put it in their Nightmare event.
They got 2 trophies that look just like the nest that we had last year.
Yeah, I think the Nightmare will be a very big one instead of this one.
It better be. If I'm going to have a Nightmare, I better have something.
You will have a burning skipjack on a pole, maybe.
All right, you're right, Pascal. I don't have all the trophies. I'm sorry.
Pascal was saying, do we not already have that trophy?
Yeah, we do. Sorry.
Bloodline.
I'm sorry. I don't have all the trophies. You're right.
The one
Yeah,
Twitch,
the animation would be cool. The one that's there doesn't have animation, does it?
the one twitches like a little bit, and then the other one doesn't do anything.
That's what I was thinking. It just looks like a puppy pop. Uh-oh. I can hear my voice.
I don't have it.
Good shot.
I can screen share them if you want.
I do have the grave where the zombies crawl out from, night where resurrection and stuff.
I'm not sure if there's it's not coming back there.
I'm gonna change my wall paint on my Juggernaut so I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it maybe better. Yeah.
It's better there.
That was a good tip. Thank you, guys.
It's just easier to find.
That's an old man's trick, so you can see it. Bad eyesight from Anton and me.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you.
Here's the 2 zombie piles, and the one on the right, the one on the left twitches.
Let me check your screen. Hold on.
And then the one on the right doesn't twitch.
Okay, I don't have those. From what event are those? The last year? Or?
Yeah, Nightmare from Below, and then Death from Below. This was the Nightmare event, the one that twitched. It's very hard to see, but I have the animations on, and this one's supposed to be twitching. Yeah, put the animations on. Yeah, this zombie, like right there, moves up like a millimeter and moves back down a millimeter. But this one, it doesn't do anything.
You want your Juggernaut a little bit further?
Yeah, I'm going to do that in a minute. Try not to...
Activate it.
So I will just sit and wait just so I don't trigger these.
Adele has a good tip. He says you can use the Darkstorm's aura to gauge the distance which you can get close to heavy turrets using the aura, because the aura is supposed to be 700 range. So then you can put the aura at the edge of a turret, and then that's where that's how close you can get to it. I never thought to actually do that. That's it.
Yeah, that's your rangefinder. That's your.
No,
I did that with my Unreal, but I never thought to do that with my Darkstorm.
Very good.
yeah, I never thought about that.
Take that spitter.
This is taking too long and then I get bored. So I'm just going to take that out.
I'm sorry.
So that's what I probably could be doing, is running its electric to lessen my damage.
I do have electric on.
Because there's a railgun in that 90 base, 90, 95, whatever, on the right, where I always get hit with my Ramiro. It doesn't really do much damage, but...
Yeah.
So I think it's not too much to send down.
I can put a bishop and lock it up, but it's electric.
But this is the only base I ever take damage on, so...
Do you want to see a 85 after this?
Sorry,
85?
mate?
85?
Yeah, sure. If you got units left,
Well, I think he has.
might not taking a nap.
I just might have a use for Sarkis. I don't think I have him built.
You're gonna use Sarkis in the event?
Yeah, that right railgun. I'm gonna put shock on him and shock it. Because he's stealth. So.
Yeah. Also, Spartans there, your main can do the same thing.
He's got 500.
Spartan.
Spartan's actually got more range too. So.
Cloak, I'm sorry.
I'd actually do that.
I've been using a tune of 9 Spartans on certain bases.
The thing with Sarkis is I ain't gotta use it. It's electric. I could just slap the charged ordnance on him.
Shoot, you guys haven't heard me all this time. I have my daggone thing muted. What about detonators? I mean, I'm just saying, if you had some extra space, what about detonators? If you put your detonators on for distraction, I mean, isn't there the tech where I don't know, because I only use them once I use them in my PvP tunes to cloak them. Mm-hmm. Isn't there a tech where then they explode into other detonators?
Yep, the mites, yeah.
Yeah, the mites, that's it, I'm sorry. And by the way, I'm sorry, I was muted, you guys didn't hear me. I saw some people drag their growlers out. Because Adele had said that the rails are targeting the drones better now. So I saw some people dragging their growlers out. I was really surprised. That's actually pretty kick-ass.
Well, also Max and War Dogs, you see, and Weaver is another one there. You can use your Weaver in some of these bases just to take all the damage, take 3 or 4 rail shots.
Yeah, because the one training for Max spawns 4 more War Dogs.
Yeah.
You guys.
Pretty kick-ass. So if you come to my base and you see a Max, you better frickin' run and just back out. Especially if the only thing you're bringing in my base is a Romero, because my dogs become ankle biters. And just like Romero has to get up and hump a turret to get something on it, the dogs get right up on his ankles, and he has a really hard time shooting down at his own ankles. I'm just saying.
That's a good tip there. You know, War Dogs again. Or Romero, if you're struggling.
Yeah, we've had some players even in Discord, upset, and it's okay for you guys to have those kinds of feelings or opinions, and it's frustratingly, if you're frustrated about something, there was a player in Discord, there's been a few players in forums that have complained that Romero has made the game OP, that the game is out of balance, there's no counterbalance for Romero. There is a counterbalance for Romero. There is. And if you set your base up correctly and you put the right units in there, Romero will die fairly quickly. So, and if they offer a face-eating zombie in the Nightmare event, go get as many face-eating zombies as you can. And I will explain the description again, that as face-eating zombies, I don't know if they were a prize or not, but it's definitely a Kixeye thing. And again, people say, oh, it's Kixeye cheating because they have something we don't have. Face-eating zombie. The word lethal means dead. Gone, dead, done. It doesn't matter what health it is. Lethal is lethal. With 1 chew. That was the description from the Nightmare event. So 1 chew or chomp to the face of infantry. So it doesn't matter if it's level 1, level 10, level 100, 1 million health, 10 million health, or in my case, 115 million health. It doesn't matter. 1 chew to the face and they're dead. That's it, plain and simple. So don't take your Romero into the main track 4 base because there's a face-eating zombie in there. That was all over Discord. It's been mentioned several times in forums. It's flat out. You can't get any more information than that.
Do we actually have a picture of that zombie?
Do I have a picture of it?
Yeah, because most people don't know how it looks like.
One that looks it spawns out of the eggs.
Yeah, it spawns out of the eggs, and he has like a half a body and he crawls or something? Oh, I can't remember. But he crawls really fast when you deploy infantry.
But the thing is, he crawls.
And he runs from everything else because he can only eat faces. So if you take vehicles in, he runs. If you take air in, he runs because the only thing he can kill is infantry. Yes, and I think it was, I can't remember if it was Storm or Bernie who gave me the picture of it. Oh,
because in the game, the graphics is hard to make a clear picture of it.
Yeah, let me look on the I'll look on the wiki real quick and see.
How are people getting the Ramiro killed when he moves so fast and they move so slow? I'm just curious about that.
I'm going to ask a question out to Pascal. Pascal, what is your platoon for doing the 100 base? The final faction 5. There was a gentleman on here there, he was wanting to know what platoon he is. 2,800 space in his platoon, and he's the 100 base is kicking his butt.
Oh, because he only has, how much space does he have, Anton?
2,800 there, just a tune for that there.
He only has 2,800 space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Pascal, what would you suggest for that base?
Yeah, the 100, the final faction 5.
Yeah, the faction 5.
The final one, he wants to go right through the event there, and I think he was using Galen and like, not Galen there, but a caretaker and maybe Roland, Darkstorm and stuff like that there.
Yeah,
so it's just he'll be watching the show back again, so it'd just be good to get more info.
And we have to keep that in mind. There's players that are returning to the game. They haven't caught up yet. I'm just filling in time until
I would say yes, Pascal. I guess yes. I would say sharps, yes. That's correct. No radio tower, that's correct. There, everything's cloaked.
I can pretty much do this with Romero now.
That's.
Damn, I've got the zombie berserker of all. I had the zombie berserker, the zombie boomer, the zombie missile, the zombie runner, the zombie spitter, but I don't have the face eating. I'm looking for it. I know somebody gave me the picture, and it was somebody from Kickstarter. It was blown up. I just have to find that PM.
And I know that there's you've got so many things to upgrade. You know what I mean? But your platoon capacity, you know, for your ground, you know. It's nearly priority now for some of these bases to get up to 3,000.
Yeah, you need that 3,000 space.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, obviously, I know he's probably. Is he a returning player? I'm assuming. I'm sorry, I'm not in the YouTube chat.
Oh, Skip, you actually helped him with the account there just a few months ago, so you did there, and that he's got his account back. He was locked out for a while, I think.
Was this is this William?
No.
I'm sorry. Who asked the question? I'm sorry. I was looking for the face.
No, it's about an hour and a half ago there.
Oh, back. Okay.
Yeah, that was William.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Hang on. Hold on. We're trying to get him the Hangout link. Hulk needs the Hangout link. I'm trying to find the daggone thing. Jeez, Lord have mercy.
Let's copy and paste it from the top.
I got it. Well, then I have to find him on my Facebook because he's not on the top of my Facebook. There it is. There we go. Now I see it because he sent it to me. Can I have the link, please? Come on in, Hulk. So sorry. Got it. Did it. Done. Anybody else want the link? Anybody else?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How are you doing there?
Pascal says you could put Ardra or Roland in as a decoy. They are prio units to keep your sharps a bit more saved. Again, for everybody, in case you don't know, Pascal, he lives in Holland. He speaks Dutch. I think I got this right. I'm sorry. When I say Holland, I'm sorry, Pascal. He speaks Dutch. So when he types things, if you don't quite understand what he's saying, it's because he's doing his best to speak in your language instead of his own language.
So, Pascal, whatever unit of Ardra is a higher health or a higher health than his Roland, whatever is the highest, go for that. I take it Ardra would be the safest bet, probably.
Anton, can you screen share me?
Yes.
Hey, Anton.
85.
Oh, there, Hulk. How are you?
You know my situation with my dad at the moment.
Yes, sir.
We just did a big, a fundraising event for him. Guess how much we raised?
Oh, 2 or 3,000.
Sorry?
2 or 3,000.
Just over 3,000.
Very good.
Wow, that's awesome.
And it's still going now. I've just finished work and it's still going now.
Well done.
That's for his, because he's got prostate cancer at the moment. But yeah.
Well done. Well done. See, that's how human beings pull together.
I put in just over 300 for him.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Look, assault,
Oh, I'll tell you, Robert, wrote there, right? Adele says the 85 railguns target drones. Does that include the service? Thanks, Pascal, for all that. This gentleman will be watching it back and he'll watch all your comments. Thank you, sir.
What's the 85 look like? Is that the sand? What am I doing now?
Just waiting for these
Yeah.
back, and I'll tell you the damage.
Okay, the 85s. He does. Adele does say the 85s railguns target drones for sure.
Yep.
Pascal, again, great information. Very, very well. Well done.
It's a pity he wasn't on there whenever he was asking, because the gentleman would have finished his event by now, or finished that wave there.
Yeah, I think that was way on the beginning of the show, right? I'm pretty sure I had.
It's actually probably it was just after 10 o'clock, so it's nearly an hour and 10 minutes ago.
Yes, William Herbert. Okay, yes, I have him. He's on my Facebook friends list.
I'm doing the 85 now.
85, here we go. Now, the 85, you go differently. I use my next to take out that GS rocket, but you're going the safe way.
I go in Banzai.
Bullseye!
The Bishop really works really well here, guys. Like, I've missed a trick here, so I have myself.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's why I said I got the tip about the fervor. I didn't even know that about the fervor, that you want you do want it for PvE, and the Bishop itself is innately comes with the making your unit fire faster. So you don't want it when you are using it to, say, with your judge in your base. You want your judge to fire faster, put it right next to your Bishop, but don't put the fervor tech on it.
But it's not even PvP or PvE, it just depends what unit you're using.
Yeah, that's true. It depends on the unit that you're using.
If you're using sharpshooters, you want the fervor, or if you're using vindicators, you want it off.
Do the same trick with this. Put in my invoice, and to flush up the stinger zombies. Oh, got shot a little bit. Damn.
He's still shooting.
Yeah.
Tell him to stop. There you go.
That don't work. Well, I took how much damage? Around 6 hours for that cave.
Can you see all the stinger zombies coming from me now?
Good job there, Trickster. Thank you, sir. Not for the repair time on that there, but that's...
No, that's the only one I do take, the repair.
That's a free repair end and night job, that base. That's what I always do.
Was that the cave?
Yeah.
Don't know what sort of repairs you take, Dobber.
Well, if you don't turn your jug around on the blue flame, it's actually not bad if it's possible. I use Ramiro for the most of that base, and yeah, it's not bad. I found out that in that cave, even if you kill all the zombies around the railguns and you take phalanx up just to kill the railguns, zombies just randomly spawn in up near the railguns or something, and they get your phalanx up. So don't do that. I learned that the first day, Thursday when I did it. So now I just ERMs or something to bait them. Once you play it around. There's a lot of these bases where they have those little bazooka zombies chasing your air, so you can bait those bazooka zombies into ground.
I just sent you a PM, Skip.
Okay.
Oh,
You know what? I'm just sending this to William, who was on earlier.
All right.
And then let me do this. Use that combo. Rest of the space. Okay. Keep the mirror moving. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh, why? Stupid face. The YouTube chat is squinching everything.
Hello there, Animal. How are you, buddy?
Let me go back to YouTube.
I'm checking it. Sorry, I just wanted it. I mean, it's the 100 base, and if he's stuck, if we can get him done before he hits a repeat, you know what I mean? Wastes a repeat.
Exactly there, and also there, if we can actually use, guys, if we can use Google Hangouts there, there's a great crack. So is there?
Oh yeah.
I think if he drops a sharpshooter down to 5, he'll probably still do it.
Yes, he will indeed. He might take a clip though, but he'll still do it.
If he just wants to do it the once.
Yeah, just unlock the trophy and that there, and unlock the hero token that'll save him 1.5 million XP. So it will.
just a tip when you're unlocking the trophy, if it says you don't have enough currency to purchase it, that means you need to do that last faction wave in order to get it.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that didn't sound good from us. Bonsai man.
No, it's just ended. I was netting getting that.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Well, no, we go again.
All right, the next really destroys these catapult thingies. Finding this out now in the 80.
Nick still does well.
I gotta watch out for these stupid. Oh yeah, and those bazooka guys in the back in the 80, they can walk on air, like they're walking up the side of this building right now, chasing my necks.
Or down to mountains and stuff, yeah.
Like they're just ignoring the graphics.
The depth, yeah.
I seen them walking across water before. I was like, we got some Jesus zombies.
Oh.
Come on, why run? Nature Maker. I hate these runner zombies because they're not like chasing my stuff. There you go. And I love these zombies that all jump off the building. Like a 20-foot building, they just jump off and land and they're cool.
And Time Airlines is about to take off.
Oh no, not again.
Take this out and put in my.
Hang on. That's like 2 stars right there.
That's it there. That's your base going already there whenever he does that on you.
That's 2 stars out of 5. So that's not the best one I've heard. That was awesome.
I thought you meant Skippy with 2-star any base for that.
Nah, it's the sound when the Benhammer comes.
That dog of yours is terrible.
Yeah.
How many stars is it if they burp, fart, and sneeze at the same time?
Well, that would be me. And I think I've gotten like a 3-star. I've never made it to 5. At least not live anyway.
And Hulk, how's your event going? How are you getting through?
Oh no, yeah, easy, you know.
And what's what you think of the event there? Is it good, bad, or what would you rate it?
I don't even know. Fucking hell. Say maybe an 8 out of 10.
Yeah. That's what most people are around that mark. So is there?
Oh, you want me to give my rating? I give it a solid 10 because I have experienced no lag. And as a moderator, yes, I've helped other people out with some things with their Flash update. They didn't know that their Chrome hadn't been updated, their Windows hadn't been updated. Well, I'm sorry, they updated their Windows, but the Windows update failed. They didn't know it. Most people don't even know how to look to see whether or not it failed or not. They hadn't upgraded their Chrome. They don't know how to clean out their Flash cache storage. There were a lot of people that we helped. So again, that's not on Kickside. We're not blaming your systems. It's just going to be the nature of the beast until we get War Commander completely migrated off of Flash and onto HTML5. So it's just something that we have to work on. Game Room decided to do something without telling anybody, not even the industry, but I wouldn't have known because it's not like the United States government is supposed to be playing games at work. So they made a major change. They're trying to comply with the EU Union, which the second phase is due by November the 19th. They were making some changes, and it really just like totally foobarred people. You don't make a change. Look, heads up to anybody Facebook that will listen to the show. Don't make a change to Facebook Game Room like on a Thursday. Okay, that's just dumb because when are people home playing games? Thursday night, Friday night, and weekends. Well, if you're like a total gamer like a lot of people, you play it all the time. Don't do it on a Thursday. Do it on a Monday. Yeah. Don't do it on a Thursday. That was just dumb, and it caught everybody in the gaming industry. It's not just Kickside games. Facebook Game Room has a ton of games on it. It's not just Kickside. So go out and see what else is out there besides War Commander. Give yourself a break. I got my Windows update off. Yep, see, some people turn their Windows updates off and they don't know, and then they forget to see their notification. All of my updates are off. Even my NVIDIA stuff, because I've had a couple of NVIDIA drivers. I thought, oh, it's NVIDIA. I'm going to let those update automatically. No, a couple times the updates failed, and I assumed that the drivers updated, and they didn't.
Can I show the repair time on the 85?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, please do.
I have did the caretaker and a little bit on my technicals.
Very good. And are you going to show the next base as well, are you?
Yes, I just need to change those two technicals out.
And if you're in 173, if you could just leave one turret left and then just walk away, that would be awesome.
Yeah. So what's, I know it depends on your faction on that there, but what's everybody's go-to unit this event? Is it technicals? Is it Romero? I know caretakers help and bishops help. Darts, you know.
For me, Anton, everything survivor.
Everything survivor. Anybody use the war rig at all?
Nope.
I did use mine. Scooby uses his a lot. Mine's not Omega, and I will just kind of say it out loud. Some people don't have this bug, but some people do. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they've been able to fix it yet, because as far as I know, it hasn't been, because people send me videos all the time. I have some parts for the Omega, and I could do the Omega bases. I'm not going to. I'm leaving mine maxed at Elite, at the highest Elite level, because I don't want to do mine to Omega. Some people have the issue, some people don't. So I'm not taking mine to Omega. I tried to use my Elite one like Scooby does, and it died. So I won't do that again. My go-to units were technicals. I won't tell you which bases I used her in, but I used Skipjack and Breachers with a Caretaker. Hang on. Skipjack, Breachers, Caretaker, Jug, and Darkstorm, but I won't give away my secrets as to why, because it really helps with certain aggressive units. I think I threw a hammer in there. Something high health, I can't remember, but definitely technicals. But I am too. I'm just survivor all the way.
But Skip, what is wrong with the Warley? Because I don't notice anything big on my Omega one.
I don't know. Is Pascal still on? Because Pascal was one of the first people who pointed it out to me. And it was something that was supposed to be fixed, and I think for some people it hasn't been completely fixed yet. I don't want to say too much. Just wanted to see if Pascal was.
Yeah, he's still here.
Is he?
I don't notice any weird things. I mean, I use it a lot in the event.
Yeah, I think Pascal, I believe it was Pascal, was one of the first one to point it out to me, because when he's something about when the war rig went to Omega, that there was an issue with the war rig. He says nope, it's totally not fixed yet. So Pascal, since you are a player and I am a player and also a moderator, if you would please, if you can, type in the side chat what is wrong with the war rig. The Omega version. It doesn't mean that I don't mean that it's not yeah, so
drive backwards or
yeah, so Hunter says, so don't take it to Omega. This is one of those ones I'm not taking it to Omega yet until I find out about the fix. There's also a problem with the for one of the legendary units, the lens flare. Shoot, which one's that for? The mega tank.
The laser tank focusing lens with the air.
Yes, thank you. There's an issue with that, and that's very frustrating. Again, maybe they don't want to concentrate on that because those are older units, but you know what? We use those in the Nightmare event. And speaking, until Pascal answers that question, speaking of the Nightmare event, I just want to remind everybody, I'm just going to throw it out there. Okay, the Nightmare event that's coming up in the first week of November. Okay, it's supposedly coming up the first week of November. Never speak in absolutes. It's planned for the first week of November. Okay, so that's just a couple weeks away. It's 2 weeks away. The Nightmare events are always double XP. So something to think about for those of you who like the boosts. I'm not kissing Kixeye's ass. I'm not telling you to throw coin at Kixeye. But again, the smallest package you can get in the game is $4.99, or depending on what your so $5. Okay, depending on what country you're in. So the 10% boost is only $1. So it's 10 of that coin for 4 days. So you could throw that on there. Nightmare events are usually shorter, right? Aren't they like 5 days, 4 days? No, or are they a full week? Shit, I can't remember.
4 days. Oh wait,
4 days.
It is normally 4 days. Okay, so you throw your boost on. Okay, now again, there's always been the 50% boost for 2 hours for people who are like really going to crank something out and get something done or get a lot of help or whatever. But there is it's very expensive. I'm not kidding. It's $60. But double XP for 4 days. I mean, it is 600 coin. I'm not telling you if you're not a coiner or if you're a minor coiner to go get that one. But if you are a coiner, double XP plus the 50% boost for 4 days. Holy mother of goodness gracious. You could seriously, you could do it in half the time. Instead of 6 days, it ends up being 3. I'm sorry, it's 6 days, I think. I'm not sure. Whoops. Hang on, my McAfee just jumped up. I don't want the McAfee to go. I'll have to double check. You know what? I'll have to check with Storm Chaser on that. I'm not sure if it's 4 days or 6 days this year.
Oh, the Nightmare, you mean?
Yeah, the Nightmare. I'm sorry. I want to double check with that because we have the Nightmare event, PvP season. We're in 10, right? Yes, we're in 10. The PvP season ends in November, so we should be having a Warpath event, and then of course you have the monthly event. So those are all shit. Excuse me. Shoot, I mean Shaz in a handbasket. Hang on a second. I'm looking to see the exact date. Does anybody else know William Heber that was in earlier? Because the only mutual friend that I have with him is AA82, and I don't think AA82 plays that much anymore. I see him in forums once in a while, but he's probably playing this event. I don't know his game name, that's the only mutual friend that I have. So he was the one who was on earlier and only had 2,800 space. It's William Heber, Heber. Nobody knows that name? Okay, that's fine.
So
Pascal's just answered that question for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've seen
awesome.
it, and I want to thank him for the explanation.
Yes, thank you, Pascal. So for that issue, okay. He
I
said,
thought of lag, but I see what he means. Yeah.
yep, I see what it says. Yep, I had that video. Yep, he's the one. He jumps, transports to a base, and have mutual fireballs. It seems that the visual goes slower than the data goes. He did send me the video. That's how I know about it. You have the issue when you target units. If Ruby is on or off fist, it runs pretty smooth. So it is pretty only when you control him. So that is pretty frustrating. And at first when we got it, we thought it was a visual, and then we confirmed it's definitely not visual. So your war rig definitely takes extra damage, and that's not cool. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. I don't care. I'm a player.
Yeah, I saw the behavior of mine. I thought it was just a lag or something. I didn't know it was automated.
Remember when the boss bases first came out and people were kind of ticked because the way Romero, and that obviously after you did enough boss bases, you realize that was the pattern. He was supposed to run, but some people didn't see him run. They literally, because of their lag, he ported. Especially from when he's all the way in the back of the left side of the base, and then he goes all the way over to the right side of the base. And it doesn't matter what you killed him with. I don't know anybody who killed Romero before he ported to that last spot. So, I mean, I've never seen a single video of anybody killing Romero in that last spot all the way in the back left. He always followed the same path.
So it was a scripted pattern, so was it?
Yeah, it was scripted.
The blackout one was like that. Once you got so much damage, it would move, and then move.
Exactly. Hunter Hamish says, "Oh, reminder for everybody in Europe and those of you in the United States, so you don't freak out when you see it on their Facebook pages. Actually, please, people, don't argue about the time changes. Okay, seriously, go make a sandwich, go rub one out, go hug somebody, go to church if you need to. Okay." Stop arguing on your Facebook pages about the clocks being changed. Okay, in Europe, this is the weekend that they turn their clocks. It's fall back, and they go back to what's considered standard time. So if you see somebody posting on their Facebook page to remind people to turn their clocks back, if you live in the United States, stop thinking that you're exclusive to the world, because you're not. In the European Union, they do turn their clocks back this weekend for an entire week. They are 1 hour less behind us, if that makes any sense. We don't, in the United States, turn our clocks back until next weekend. So stop arguing on the Facebook pages. Jeez.
Skip.
Yes.
You turn your clocks back, please.
Haha. Did you say clocks?
I think so.
I
think that's what I said.
Was there an L in there?
He spelled it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I said something else for a second.
I hope.
Sure he did. Uh-huh. As I lick my yogurt spoon. It's very, very good. I'm clocking my yogurt spoon.
Okay.
It's yummy. Daba, close your ears.
Now I get hungry too. Damn.
Anything else out in YouTube land? The receipt. Is this the area, is it? Or what's this?
What base?
I forgot. I think it's...
That's the 14. I'm about to do that one. That's the 90.
Yeah, the 90
area.
You know what? First, I was a little frustrated with the base changes on the map, the names for them, because it was frustrating me. But again, like I said earlier, I'm actually kind of getting used to it. I don't mind change, but it was confusing me because I didn't know. I'm like, oh my God, is this the 90? I can't do a 90. Oh my God, is this the 85? I can't do an 85. Geez, I got through an 85 all by myself. I didn't even need anybody to prep it. I killed my tune at the end, but it did 7 bases before it died.
That's good.
Yeah. I had a day and a half's worth of repair.
I also like the new numbering, but people have to adapt to it because they still use the two different numbers mixed. So it gets confusing sometimes if people say like a 95 instead of a 14 or whatever number it is.
Oh, I'm going to blow Hunter away. Hang on a second. I need to type something in the side chat. Sorry. I have to do it. Trickster's going to know exactly where my mind went when Hunter said about his sundial. Here it goes.
I can already guess.
There we go. Oh, I spelled sundial wrong. Un momento, por favor, que say. There we go.
I opened the
Oh, I got the N though wrong. It's okay. You can get it.
Oh boy.
He said he would have to adjust his sundial.
Yeah, maybe his sundial is pointing to the left or the right a bit.
Oh, I know. It could be. You might want to make sure that it's not out of balance. Yeah. You should see the shadow. Oh, pics. Wait. Here we go. Pics. Or it isn't true. Thank you, Hunter, for being a good sport. And thank you guys for not being offended. Come on, we gotta have fun. We gotta laugh.
Yep.
Oh my goodness gracious. Is there you know, I want to actually address something a little bit. Is there anybody else that had issues? Because I'm waiting for an answer back. And I'll say, 'cause she's usually in the side chat, and I'm sure she's really busy doing her event. Like my Boots was having some issues with all of a sudden when she logs into the and any of you who send tickets on a regular basis, when she logs into the ticket console, she can't even see her tickets anymore. So she can't even see, she looked yesterday and her ticket was still considered open, but it was received. And today, when she goes into her ticket console, there's nothing there. Like, it's like she's never sent any tickets. So
sometimes you have to click onto that wee link. It says it's been answered by an expert.
Okay.
Player.
I did. I checked with the panel and the expert panel, and it hasn't been. I have her user ID, so I just wanted to make sure this wasn't like a system-wide thing. I went on forums and I didn't see anything, but I figured since we were here.
Sometimes you go into your ticket and you see the ticket is still open, but whenever you click onto it, there it says.
Yeah, but Anton, she means if you go to my request, the whole list was gone, and it should be.
Yeah, everything's gone. Like the whole thing. Let me get the picture.
I'm just checking mine, and they're all there still. So.
Yeah, her picture says my request. It says no request found, and then it says status any. It's like there's nothing there. It's not like she's. Trust me, she's not a habitual ticket person. I have to like practically like nicely beg her to send a ticket because she doesn't think it's going to make a difference, and she does understand that the tickets make a difference. But I understand people get frustrated; they don't want to send anything. But it says no requests found. So at least if it had been answered, it should say something, and it doesn't. So obviously nobody else had that issue.
No,
so that's good. I checked player expert.
I don't send too many tickets at all.
No, I've not sent a ticket in for a good while.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. Hey, I'll kiss Kick's Eye's ass. That's a good thing. That means they're not making as many mistakes. They're not foo-barring the game, and I'll say it, they're not bending us over. And when I say bent over, I mean not in a good way. Okay? I mean, hey, Daba, put your fingers in your ears. No holds barred, but I don't want a 2x4 up my ass. So I'm just saying. Although some people are into that, I'm not. I would definitely send a ticket, and I will post to the team that you are not habitually sending. You will not see your ticket. So you are resending. Okay. Again, another reason why for Discord. If you're not on it, if you know people who aren't on it, just another reason. She contacted me today. It's the weekend. It's the event. She had an issue on Friday. She's being patient. And she had an issue on Friday morning. She is being patient. She's waiting. She looked and she didn't see any answer. Of course not, because she sent it, I believe, on Friday. If not Friday, it was Thursday night. Again, because one of those nights I didn't sleep. So she sent it. She's being patient. She looked. It was listed as open. She looked today, and now there's nothing there. So she's being patient. She's doing what she's supposed to be doing as a player, but she's not sure about sending another ticket because she doesn't want to be seen as a habitual or a repeat ticket person. Or if you send a ticket for an issue, and then you send another ticket, and then you send another ticket. Every time you do that, it throws your first ticket out of the queue. So let's just say you send a ticket on Thursday, I don't know, let's just say 4 o'clock East Coast time. The event's been going for 3 hours for you. If you send a ticket on Thursday, and then you send another ticket Friday morning, if your ticket was even just 1 or 2 away from being answered, it throws that ticket out of the system. And then it throws you out of the queue and you start all over again. All right. It's always been that way. This is not something new. It's been explained on podcasts. It's been explained in forums. It's also been explained by customer support representatives. It's been explained by moderators and on this show to ad nauseam. I'm explaining it again. If you're returning to the game and you forgot, you're having a brain fart. If you're new to the game, and you qualify for support, give at least 24 to 48 hours for a response. One of the reasons why we have the expert panels is because if we do have a major game-wide issue, everybody knows about it, including
Bullseye.
Including the moderators, and then the expert panel members know, and the answers happen sooner. So don't be mad if you get answered by an expert panel member, because eventually when we find out there's a system-wide problem and everybody in game or almost everybody in game is going to be affected, you get an answer from an expert panel member, don't be upset. It's good to get the answer because you're going to get it quick. Some people get answers in less than 24 hours. That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. But please wait for 24 to 48 hours. And if you know that there's an event going on, please allow maybe a little bit of extra time. And definitely if there's a national holiday for Kixeye, national federal holiday, Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, which is also Labor Day in Canada as well, which we have a Canadian office, Thanksgiving, but there's also Canadian Thanksgiving. So the Canadian Thanksgiving is already passed, but they also observe the American Thanksgiving because the office is right over the United States border. Christmas, New Year's, those are all holidays. So if we have an event during that time and you send a ticket, it doesn't mean Kixeye's not there. It's just a smaller crew. Allow for an extra day. So, okay. So, got an answer. Oh my goodness. Bless his heart. I want this guy to stay home and spend time with his family. The Blue Flame. The Blue Flames are Kane's Forces version of the flame grates, which cook infantry and turn them into flaming zombies. There you go. We've got the answer to the Blue Flames. I can't want to say flu flames.
They also turn your units. I lost my syndrome, one of them there, so they turned him into a zombie as well.
Aww.
We said earlier, it gives you a one-way ticket to Davy Jones' locker. Extreme. Express ticket. There we go.
That's so adorable. Somebody just asked me a question. Thank you so much, by the way, Rob, for that post. It means a lot. So, what else? Anything else that you guys can think of? Was there any other questions that people had? Did you guys have any questions? I mean, I know Dob is here as a moderator, but did you guys have any questions about anything specific? problems, issues with certain bases? Anything else that you can think of?
Okay. We covered them all. We found out the riddle to the 100 base quite quickly.
Okay. There was, in case you guys missed the announcement, and I will again read the announcements.
Am I still screen sharing?
Yes, you are still.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You can see that on YouTube.
The announcement is that there is a known issue with the production costs associated with Martin, Neil, and Kyle. We will be fixing this during next week's downtime, so we recommend unlocking and upgrading them before the change goes live. And then there's a link, so if you're in Discord, there is a link in forums for that so that you can get additional information. Okay, and also the next announcement is there was an error in the Operation Heatwave briefing from September. We stated that the Bishop's level 20 talent, which is spot weakness, provided a 10% damage bonus, when in fact it's only 5%. We do apologize for this misinformation. I believe on the description it was correct. However, on the event briefing, it was typed incorrectly. So there's some PSAs really quick. Wanted to throw that out there. And for anybody who watches the show later, let's see. Here's a potential report to a bug with Kyle, which allows him to equip the technical flamethrower tech, which causes him to turn into a technical visually. However, I haven't been able to make an assessment about the reliability of these claims. This was in forums. This is one of our moderators, Axel, who posted it. Friendly Fixer answered, Storm Chaser has told me it is intentional, but not that his visual changes. It's supposed to only change his turret.
Yep,
Okay?
that's all it does, changes his turret.
Yep, so
my base, and for fighting zombies you want fire, so I put the Kyle fire on him.
Yeah, it was hard to spot the difference when we tested but the Kyle should be a bit bigger and fatter, I think.
Yeah, like, traditionally the heroes are bigger or like some distinct.
Yeah, and if you put a flame on like you did, then it almost looks like a technical.
It may as well just be another tech at that point. But I had this little plasma gun on.
I'm looking to see if there's anything else that I can go over.
I'm just reading what Pascal's just said. That's a typo. How can we upgrade those units?
What units?
Which is a typo? I'm sorry.
About upgrading Kyle and that.
Yeah, can we not upgrade them?
It's
No.
No. You can. It's going to be cheaper. It doesn't cost as much Thor. Instead of it being like 75 million Thor or 70 million Thor, it's only going to be, I think, 24 million. It's like almost in half.
Well, it's only 20.
To upgrade them, you need blood thorium.
Yeah. And
but you can't buy those tokens yet. They're not in the game.
Yes, and no, but there's the option to. On me, there it gives the option.
Yeah. I'll go back to the announcement. And I'll pull up the forum discussion.
I'm just saying there.
It'll actually show the level of that. Like Weaver, Thunder, and Orin show level 10 stats if you look at them in the Blood Thor market.
Yeah. But there are no tokens to buy, so you can.
I'm sorry, it's the production cost. There's currently a known issue affecting Martin, Neil, and Kyle, where their production costs are incorrectly set to those of normal units. We will be raising these costs by 50% to equal the standard hero values after next week's downtime. We recommend unlocking and building these 3 heroes before the change. Warm regards, CM Bernie. So I'm sorry, it's the production costs, not the upgrade costs. My mistake. I had to actually read it from the forums to get the exact information. So yeah, for some people, you know, a lot of people get stuff and then they don't build it right away because they're not going to use it. And they say, oh, I'll just do it, you know, eventually. I just wanted to get it, or they're collectors or what have you. So somehow or another, hey, this is a bug in our favor. Somehow or another, by accident, the production cost was put in at the wrong amount for a standard unit. And so here we go. It's to our advantage. You get it done before the downtime, which the downtime will be after the event is over.
Yep.
That'll be on Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
I'm sorry, on Thursday. So definitely. So if you're going to be, I'm sorry, you're right, because the event is over on Wednesday. So yeah, if you're going to get it and you don't get it till the last day, definitely make sure your war factory is cleaned out so you can get your Thor and shoot that puppy through.
Or even there, you can actually stack it there if you don't want to build it, you know, make sure it's...
Erica just saying her Sunder is already level 8.
Right, guys, gonna have to love you and leave you. Girlfriend's told me she wants to get big
Good night,
bloody
Erica.
bloody house.
Goodness gracious. Love me and leave me. Seriously. That's like eating and run. And I'm not talking about food. Damn.
Oh, I want food. Anyway, hope you guys have a good event. I'll be back on tomorrow anyway.
You too. Thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate it.
No worries, guys. Catch you all later.
Thanks.
Take care there, love.
Fundraiser. Yeah, I apologize, guys, in the side chat. I did say upgrade. I meant to say production costs. It's my fault.
No harm done. No harm done. Right, I think we might have run our course there, I think.
Yep.
And there's nothing else out there on YouTube there.
Oh, Pascal is, yeah. It's actually Friday for downtime. Okay, hang on. Let me see. Somebody just sent me a message. Hang on.
It's a Thursday, but they could have changed.
Yep.
Tuesday, Thursday after the event.
Yep.
Refresh my memory. Type it in Discord, please. I'm sorry. I'm having a brain fart because I have to pee. Thank you. He just refreshed my memory. Un momento, por favor, qu'est-ce que c'est? That, yes, that is Spanish and French at the same time. Okay, War Commander next week. Oh, yes, I love when Bernie does these. War Commander next week. October 29th, Operation Burning Dead continues. On Monday, October 30th, Operation Burning Dead continues. October 31st, Operation Burning Dead ends at 10 a.m. World map bases will be the Standard, Elite, and Omega Blackout and War Rig. That's October 31st. That's Wednesday after the event. November 1st, the world map will be Zombie Fire Tech bases. That's on Thursday. And here we go. Okay, so it's official. On Friday, November 2nd. So it's Friday, not Thursday, not Wednesday, Friday after the event. There will be a downtime at 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time still, because in the United States we won't be on standard time. The 8.44 release notes, the world map bases will be Corpus token bases and Cerberus bonus token bases. So, the maintenance is not until Friday, and I will have to check with my community manager as to find out why. Thank you so much, Zach, for catching that for me. That's interesting. Oh, I think I know why. Never mind. I know why. I'm not going to share it with all of you. Oh. There are some things we're just not going to share. Because, you know, proper Southern lady, she has to have some of her secrets. And some of those secrets are actually occasionally very, very nice. Okay, guys and girls, that is a wrap up for this base here. This is the cave base, the final cave base. It's about to end there now. And if there's anything, you know, I can look in general discussion, but I really don't see, other than the usual stuff, I don't see people having... Pascal was pointing out that, yes, it's happened to me as well, that some of the zombies that he puts in the bases, he can't control them.
he would like to, if he puts a zombie in, he would like to control them rather than just to go Ruby out.
Banzai.
I'm back.
Good job. So, we'll start off with Mr. Banzai for the shout-outs there, and thanks very much for doing all them bases there. That's excellent.
It was a little. Just want to say thank you for having me on, and shout out to you all in the panel. Great guys and girls. And shout out to those who are looking at us on the YouTube. And yeah, Banzai.
Banzai. Jobs.
Oh, everything that he said. Plus, I want to give a shout out to the hundreds of zombies that I've killed so far in this event. Sorry about that.
Zombies live matter.
Exactly. But I see I needed the XP, so it's whatever. Shout out to everyone who's participating in forums and Discord and all that. And this is actually the first event I haven't seen everyone really upset with it, so it's good. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Kickside for making good events. Shout out to whatever Kickside staff person made the Ramiro. I love it.
Good job, thank you. Thanks for your help as well there. The one.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Anton Airlines for not falling asleep on the live show.
Thanks for reminding me.
And thank you all for watching, and have a nice event.
Thank you, Trickster.
Yep, shout out to the panel, especially Queen of War Commander Skip and yourself for doing the show. Shout out to YouTube for tuning in. I'm going to have a shout out for Siddy and Lonnie, both having rough times at the minute. Hang in there, guys.
Thank you, sir. And let's see, Mr. Rummel there, not there. Again, this usual shout outs, not there. We'll have to get him on the microphone a little bit more often. He has one, I hear, a rumour.
Oh, he does. I heard him.
And I'm going to do the second last shout out, so I'm there. Again, thanks everybody in the panel there. Thanks for Skip Jack. Thanks to Hulk who came along there, not there. Everybody in the side chat, shout out there to all the information. Thanks Pascal and Hunter and that there for all the tips in Erica there and that there. And good spot on the Friday. I didn't notice. Fair play. You have a good set of eyes. And thanks again to all the guys and dolls for coming here. Keep it classy if you can. And the final shout out to Skip Jack.
Okay. I will read Zach's shout outs is to the YouTube in the panel. So he says thank you. I actually have several, so bear with me, but when do I never not have a lot to say? Okay, so this is in no particular order. Actually, I'll just start off with Kickside. I give this event, zombie events are always kick-ass. I've talked about it on the other shows. I'll say it again. This is the first zombie event as a high-level player that I've been actually able to play. 2 years ago, had unexpected surgery, wasn't able to play at all. Last year, it was the event was held during a time when Jim and I took time for vacation for my granddaughter's birthday and one other event. So I think I maybe got to play two, maybe not. I wouldn't even say two or 3 days, but they weren't full days. So 10 out of 10 for me on the event. It was kick ass. The graphics are awesome. Addressing the lag or any kind of issues in game is awesome. Addressing the people that had the banners and the bases bubbled, awesome. Having these guys actually sit there on a weekend in the Discord answering questions live, kick ass and awesome. Coming into the bug reports, coming into all the channels, you guys just totally rock. The artwork, absolutely fabulous. And yes, because I'm a woman, I wish the trophy was bigger. But yeah, seriously, 10 out of 10. I'm having a blast. It's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the Nightmare event. So now I'm going to say thank you to the panel and for all the sharing, especially when we just flat out asked to, and yes, Jim and I were selfish. We asked specifically for one base. I try not to ask for anything for the two of us, but thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you so much, Pascal, for your information in the side chat. I took that information. I directly PM'd it to William Heber. So he is not friends with me on Facebook. Again, I only have one mutual friend. So anyone who's listening or knows who William is, game name, please get that message out to him so he doesn't waste a restart token, so he can actually do the 100 base. Okay, now I'm going to go down my list that I already had written down. I'd like to give a shout out also to City and to Lonnie, because they are going through a rough time. And for those of you who are haters, you can kiss my left ass cheek. And most people have to pay for that. So, you know, we're all human beings. There aren't any races. We are part of the human race. There's just one race in the entire world, the human race. So if you wouldn't say it to yourself, if you wouldn't say it to your daughter, especially your teenage daughter, if you wouldn't say it to your mother, your sister, your wife, your brother, your best friend, then swallow that pile of bullshit and take it like a man. Keep it down in your evil, twisted mind and stop and think. Say it to yourself first in front of the mirror, not because you're bragging, because you can see how it would make you feel. Go across the street and say what you're about to say to your neighbor and see what kind of reaction you get. And if they laugh, then that's why you live in that neighborhood, because they're a twisted fuck just like you. So my shout out is to City and Lonnie, but also to those of you who are twisted fucks. Yeah, we're coming for your asses. So in a positive note, I'd like to shout out to my crew, which is OWELL. We are in sector 161. I'm on the wall, as in Jim. I'm on the eastern wall, north corner. Good luck finding me not in a bubble. Yes, I do buddy bubble occasionally. Eventually I won't, but right now my base is pretty kick-ass. I'd like to shout out to Scooby for all of his help in the Hangouts with some of the events, his help on the side chat for the event show. Thank you so much for coming in to the side chat. Shout out to Storm Chaser for coming into the side chat on Saturday. That was kick-ass. Also, I'd like to shout out to Chad individually for my crew on almost his cat Chowder passing away. Thankfully, emergency surgery saved his life. So Chowder, prayers and positive vibes coming your way. Shout out to in my sector, Airwolf. We say mom here in the States. He is European, so his mom just recently passed away. So Airwolf, because I know you're going to watch the show later or you'll watch it tomorrow. Shout out to you, bud. My prayers and thoughts and condolences, mine and Jim's, for you during this very difficult time. I know your mom really meant a lot to you. And I just want to say that we are thinking of you and we are lifting you up. And if you need a base prepped, just hit me up. Not because your mom passed away. To Trickster, happy birthday to your daughter. And I would sing to her, but I think that kind of singing would be inappropriate for your daughter.
I think you mean bonsai.
I'm sorry, bonsai. I'm sorry, switch.
Yeah.
Switch. Sorry.
Yep.
For your daughter. Again, I think that would be inappropriate for me to sing that way for your daughter, unless you want me to sing to you. And also a shout out, because I know David will watch later, to David. He said he left the side chat, so off to dresses and the whole 9 yards and dropping her off. So kudos again for being brave enough to not break down of being a father of a daughter going to the homecoming for the first time. And that's it. The panels, side chat, YouTube. Please remember to like and subscribe. Appreciate all that. And as Anton says, keep it classy. And row your own canoe.
That's it, guys. Noser. And again, I think we'll probably have the next show will probably be Friday, then going by kick size updates, I would say. But keep an eye on the Unshackled page and that there, and then we'll get it confirmed.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll double check with CM Bernie. I know I just say Bernie because I'm tired of saying CM because he's not just a CM for War Commander. If you guys don't know that, go on forums and look at the stuff that he says in forums once in a while and then read his signature. I'm not going to go any more than that. Please don't mention it. People need to stop being so daggone lazy and they need to read once in a while. I'm sorry, I'm just in one of those kind of moods. I'm tired of people not reading what's right in front of their faces. I will double check with Bernie and see. I think I know. I'm almost positive. I'm like 90% positive that I know why the downtime and the update is going to be on Friday. So, actually, let me look right now. Something really quick. I am almost 100% positive now. I know why it's Friday. Remember when I told you when the Nightmare event was going to be? Okay, Thursday is the 1st of November. And Friday is the 2nd of November. How many days is Nightmare usually?
4.
Yeah, 4, I think.
Yep.
Yep, so that would make sense. So if that would, yeah. So I think that's probably why. So I'm pretty for sure, but I'll double check with Bernie. I will pass that information on to the Unshackled guys, or maybe, I'm not going to post it myself because it gets too much hate. I'll pass it on to the Unshackled guys or send it off to Daba. Make sure there's a post on the Unshackled page so everybody's up to date. And then those of you who see it, please share it to your pages to remind everybody that it's Friday and not Thursday. That will really help a lot. It'll cut down on the whining and the moaning and the bitching because it's on a different day. But obviously this post was made last week. And thank you again, Zach, for pointing it out to me. I completely forgot about the fact that it was Friday. I thought that date was kind of weird. I'm like, that doesn't seem right. And right there, it's actually black and white. It's actually red and white. It says Friday. So there we go. Alrighty, I'm done.
Good job, everybody. Thanks, Hunter, for all your help there and that there. And again, from Animal Air, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of future shows. And we're going to steal that quote from me, so we are. So thanks, everyone, again there, and keep it classy, and we'll update you as soon as we can. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.